Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Lauren Blair. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy Friday. Glad you're with us tonight. 3 big hours. We're excited to have you with us as we start the weekend, and we give you a lot of big values. If there has been a piece that you've been thinking about, or a museum piece that you've loved, or that big opal pear shape, or maybe a big old heart-shaped tanzanite, or major pendant, they're all going tonight. It is like, consider this your end of the week closeout show. It's, I mean, really, truly, pieces you've seen, pieces you know, pieces that never should be discounted, but they are. They're going exactly that way. It's like adoption day here. We're going to adopt a museum piece. That's really the theme of this show. And it doesn't mean everything's expensive by any imagination. We are going to do a lot of great affordable. I like to always make sure that I plan, shows with a nice mix of, affordable and really high end. But of course, everything is as affordable as it possibly can be. That's the beauty of what we do. We have a big diamond bracelet. It's got white diamonds. It's a tennis bracelet, but it's interrupted by yellow diamonds that are massive, almost a half-carat stone. So that's going to be affordable. We're going to bring you some classics that haven't seen in a long time, like the famous Paw Ring that is here at a low price. Also have some brand new, a couple of brand news. I got 2 new pieces for you as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And of course, if you're a ruby lover, oh my goodness, the heart-shaped ruby. We have a 2-carat heart-shaped ruby, and it is surrounded by, guess what, big heart-shaped yellow diamonds. And then we have wheels. And it's just about the best museum showcase you ever will see, but also we're taking requests because we're happy to go find what it is, because whatever's going on here tonight with those discounts and those availabilities, we're going to take anything you want out of the vault, bring it on out here live, and show you the drop in price. It's going to be a night to shop. Set aside whatever else may be going on. I know I did. So set aside whatever else is going on tonight that you might be thinking about, and just get ready to shop your favorite. I mean, really, it's incredible. So we'll get started. We've got an amazing show, and of course, we'll do some auctions, so be registered if you're not already, and we'll have you helped out there. Plus, there's Paraiba with pink diamonds. That's a closeout. Beautiful big fire opal, but we're going to start here with a really cool Zambaran. This is a Zambaran Garnet, and it's an Asher cut. Take a look. It's item number 8389. And we'll keep it going because we have a lot to show you. And I like to show you a lot of jewelry. I'm a fast shopper that way. I can walk. I mean, back in the day when I used to walk into a store, you could like walk in, do like a scan of the store, and immediately it was like a pull, a gravitational pull. You knew what you had to have. Well, this is where it's coming to you via television, computer, phone, however you choose to watch us here tonight. But this is a 262. It's our Asher. I've done this ring before, but it had a cushion cut square. This is a little different. Notice the angles of the Asher cut, which technically they have it listed as an Asher, is not really. It's a princess cut, actually. Asher cut has square faceting, meaning step facets. This does not. This actually has that more cushion cut shape to it, but it's really more princess, if anything, which is still very rare to see in a Zambaran out of Tanzania. And how about a color shifting garnet? A garnet that can look purple or red or blue or pink, depending all on your light. What kind of light are you in right now? Are you in the darkness? Are you kind of having a chill evening? Are you in bright hot lights? Are you at a stadium? Wherever you might be. Well, you're probably not watching. If you're at a stadium, you're probably not watching our show. But I'm saying, when you have the ring and you wear it out and about, or you're at that, some of the best lighting for jewelry ever is like one of those big box stores. Name your favorite, right? They got those really crazy fluorescent lights in there, and they may be way up in the rafters, but they're powerful, and that's some of the best jewelry lighting out there, that in stadiums. But here we go with a 262 and a couple of diamonds there, 7 points in diamonds. You can see how we mix it up on each side, and we give you a split shank so that it's really pretty on the hand. And how about you guys want to see it on the hand? You want to take a look and see what it looks like, at least on my hand, and then you can imagine just for a moment, what's it going to be like on your hand, right? The beautiful glow, the beautiful brilliance of you see how that princess cutting comes to action. It just really looks lively and beautiful, and yet it's not going to be $19.99. We got a color shifting garnet. And this is almost like, I think that there's something to be said about color shift stones, even over color change stones, because color change, you still need to have a pretty extreme difference in your light source to actually see that phenomena take place. With color shifting, it's not nearly as extreme. You can be really, just like I said, walking from one room to another in your own home and have a different kind of light or color show through. It's not even $9.99. We do something called Freaky Freebie Fridays. It's Club TV on. It's party night, right? So it's a night to maybe stay up a little later than you normally do, or stay up all night like I do, or whatever whatever it is, right? And get yourself ready for a really fun weekend and kind of a kickback time to relax. But this is where the price tags get the ultimate lows. And as I explained, we have a lot of museum pieces that are coming crashing down, but then there's like a new piece like this that's still got to go lower than $9.99 if we're going to get that one at home, and that's what we're going to do. $9.99, $8.99, $7.99, all very good, fine and well. But instead, getting the party started with a $699 value as we get it going. So this is what it's all about. First caller, and you can change the gold. That's why Tony's got well, he's got the dub, the Y, and the RG. That's actually the white, the yellow, or the rose gold. So you decide, and that's when we know you've got that option, you've got that choice. So here we are at $6.99. Let me know if you want it. We'll give it 30 seconds, and if it lasts that long. Then I've got the birdie, but this is a little different. We've done some birds that have been, more parrot-like. We've done some more, I would say, some styles that are more traditional. We've got the swallow style here, which is really beautiful in diamonds and gold, and it's a full necklace. We'll show that to you as well really, really quickly, and that's going to be coming up next. So if you like that color change Zambaran, that's the way to get it. Also one of those really special opportunities on a tansy, and only one stone, guys. That's the only princess cut I have, so let me know who's got it. We got about 3 seconds to figure it out with 3 different callers on the line. Looks like our board is working tonight. Hey, nice. It was a little weird the last couple of nights without that board working, but it looks like we can now see when we've got a caller. You want that one, Antonio? You got it. Thank you. Let me know who got it. Take a look at my hand here because we have the bird. Well, usually, when I put my hand in front of something, it's a different bird. But this is actually the kind of a swallow design or a sparrow design that you have right there. It's I would never do that. 8211. It just is always awkward. We have so many, we do the parrots. We do those beautiful kind of sparrow designs. We've done so many different ones lately. Even had birds sitting on a branch. That was fun too. I actually have a toucan, if anybody wants to see it, that's really dimensional in a ring. It sits like an inch off your hand. It's really cool. But this is a necklace in the yellow gold only, and it's 18 karat solid gold, all that mirror finishing. The wings are all paved in diamonds, and you have the chain attached on the outer sides there. And look at this. It's a lobster claw clasp. You've got great adjustability. So 16, 17, 18 inches, however you want to wear that. And it's all 18K. And remember, you've got a lot of great finishing here. I mean, that's not a subtle difference when you decide that we're going to upgrade gold on a necklace of all things, because a lot of gold required to make any necklace. So that upgrade in the 18 karat gold is really special. You have 51 points in diamonds, and we're going to make this one a real simple, easy deal. I love birds for their significance. I think they, certainly this particular style, maybe it's just me, but that really is a beautiful look, and I'll make it easy for you. This is another $19.99 piece. Well, I'm going to do it for $777 instead, and it's yellow gold only, and even the chain has an incredible amount of brilliance and sparkle to it. And then what we'll do is take it over to the neckline for you as well, so you can see it that direction. Just another indicator of kind of like the size, and just to see it from, to scale from a little bit of a distance away. That's how that's going to look for you. So really beautiful, and there you can see, I mean, you obviously have that layering opportunity if you want to go a little higher or a little lower, because again, 16, 17, 18. So hopefully there's hopefully a link there for everybody to enjoy wherever you like to wear your necklaces. Certainly a great way to do it there. So $777 if you'd like that one. Who got our Zambaran? It was Valerie from where? In California. Hi, Valerie. Thank you so much. Wonderful. I wonder, oh gosh, I'm trying to think of her last initial. What is it? Help me out. Last initial. Yes. Hi. I was wondering, is it K-E? Yeah, okay. I don't want to say her full name, but hi, Valerie. We've been shopping together a long, long time, a lot of years. So I knew the state, and then I was like, I bet you it's Valerie K. Hi, Valerie. All right, so the $777 bird necklace is here. If you'd like it, yellow gold only on that one. Let's go back to our wheel, because I got a little surprise for you. And yep, that's Valerie, so never mind on that one. But here we have one of my faves. This is Paraiba, and it's pink diamonds, and it's white diamonds. We had the earring drops. Oh, I don't remember now. Kevin, I think you got those Paraiba drop earrings yesterday with the round Paraibas. And for the life of me, I'm trying to remember who it was that got them. I think that, no, it wasn't you? Oh, maybe I'm, okay. I feel like we have, wait a minute, I'm trying to channel. Okay, we had a lot of pieces go out last night. But either way, this is kind of like an adaptation of what we had yesterday, because we did have a pair of earrings that were about this time, so 24 hours ago, and they were round. So I just kind of think this is a beautiful match. 7061, and you've got 15 points on the round Paraiba in the middle that's diamond cut. It's that beautiful brilliance we love, but then it's also going to be a double halo in the pink diamonds, and that's 18 points in pink, 35 points in white diamonds, and Yep, it's a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous look, and all we got to do is get it out the door right now, and that's going to be easy when you see this price tag. It is as is, but the good news is you already get rose gold and white gold, so chances are, you know, unless you are only exclusive with yellow gold, chances are this is going to work in your collection and really just makes sense the way we typically do see Paraibas in the white gold. Oh, speaking of Paraibas, I'm going to have 2 of those Brazilian stones. I know a lot of you 24 hours ago missed out on my first Brazilian stone in a long time. I'm going to have 2 Brazilian Paraibas tomorrow on the show. They're both going to be early in the show, so I know they weren't quite ready. I tried to get them here tonight. I begged, I pleaded, I was on my knees. But again, tomorrow's the day. So tomorrow we'll have them in the morning. I'll have 2 options. They're going to be the same price, but I'll put them up together so you make sure and get the right one. So just heads up, Brazilian Paraiba collectors, because I know that was Kevin. You got that early yesterday. Remember that one? That one you remember, right? He's like, no, I have no idea. Brazilian Paraiba. So we'll have 2 tomorrow. And I know there were a lot of you that missed out. So just want to put it out there. Tomorrow morning, be with us at 10 o'clock Pacific. All right. So coming up on the Paraiba here with the pink, with the white, we're going to do this all together here and just a fantastic value. This is a ring that, you know, we were talking, I know y'all probably heard about the pink diamond making noise today, right? $57.7 million pink diamond, you know? The auction actually ended tonight in Hong Kong on a Friday evening. And yeah, the 11 carat plus, it was 11 and a half carats or so, pink diamond, beautiful. It's actually now holding the record, which kind of shows you what we talk about all the time about diamonds on the uprise in pricing. Well, today, no surprise, but that fetched the largest per carat price for a diamond ever. So yes, it was $57.7 million for an 11 and a half carat stone. So yeah, there's that on the pink diamond. So that all happened just a few hours ago. So, you know, when we talk about pink diamonds, they're doing special things and it seems to be elevating more and more. If you'd like this ring as it is, it's only $888. So you get pink diamonds, you get one of the rarest tourmalines. Well, it's the rarest tourmaline in the world. I mean, Paraiba, yeah, in a diamond cutting round like that's stunning. And then you're getting all of that with some VS white diamonds thrown in the mix, and that's all for $888. So a huge value. Did you get the birdie necklace? Oh, okay. So the bird's still here if you want that beautiful yellow gold necklace we had. Other than that, we're going to give this 30 seconds because that's a huge value. And let me just go ahead and put it on for you. Give it a little model here so you can see what this looks like on the hand. And really, again, great if you want to stack. But, you know, a ring that gives a lot of presence to it. You know, it's that great everyday kind of style. It's not too oversized, not too large, but there's still something about it that has, you know, obviously the rarity, but that's what makes a difference is that you pair up Paraiba, which has that electric, bright, beautiful blue-green. You add the pink diamonds beside it, which are so attractive, and then you get the white diamonds as well. All of that in one little wearable portable package here for $888, set in solid rose and white. Huge value there if you'd like it, $888. Thank you so much. I want to give a special thank you really quickly too, because I know she's probably not going to be with us the entire night, but because, you know, some of us do work on the Friday nights and weekends, but I want to give a special shout out to Donna B. Hi, Donna. Thank you for your very, very, very kind message and acknowledgement earlier tonight. I really appreciated it. She got a piece of jewelry. She's over the moon about it, like so many she's received in the past, and was kind enough to reach out and say a lot of kind words. So, mwah, Donna, thank you. If you're watching, appreciate you so much, and hope work goes by quickly this weekend for you. Take a look at this. One more look at our Paraiba and pink diamond piece here on the way, and then we're on, ooh, we got a big zircon, a blue zircon no less, and then one of my favorite new Tanzanite deals that is going to be a pretty way to do not such a large size, but really a nice oversized ring. Also want to let you know there is a 101 white diamond here set into jewelry in a lot of extra diamonds. There's a 34-point pink. We still have my purple pink from yesterday if you missed it. That beautiful purple pink GIA certified stone, but we have a 34-pointer today. It's got a very nice saturation as well, and it's got a VS quality. So if you're real stickler about quality, and guess what else came out to play? I've never had the opportunity to show it to you. If my track record with big Tanzanite pendants holds true, there's no way this is going to stick around past this evening. Let me flash it. Wow, where is there? There's no right or wrong way to wear it because it's a round piece, but wait till you see this. This is quite the specialty pendant, and I'll just flash it because I've never had a chance to share it with you. And I've had rounds, I've had big rounds, but this is a different level. We're sending this out the door tonight, just tonight. It's that aw shucks piece that, oh my goodness, 27 carats 90. I'll never forget the night I was with you guys on a rare. I was with you on a Monday, and I had the 38 carat go out the door, and it was truly ever since there's been so many people asking for bigger pendants, right? Bigger stone weight. This is our 2790, and you know that 38 carat I had was an emerald cut. This is a round. It is so stunning. It's 18 karat gold. It has diamonds and more diamonds because there are 4 big trillions and round brilliants. So that's 124 just in the trillions, and we can make that one available to you and give you a really, really sweet deal on it tonight. We'd love to. So it's a major piece. I should probably pop that on. Let me see. You know what? I'm going to have to find a chain somewhere and probably pop that on so I can be wearing that for you because it's really stunning. So 18K. Some of the bigger diamonds, we'll show it up close in just a little bit, but that one, oh yeah, 31 point trillions all the way around, double halo, filling that in, but almost 28 carats in that blue wing block D round that is so stunning. And then that heart shape coming up. But if you'd like that one, let me know. 888. Sounds like we're still verifying on that. Paraiba pink diamond combination. And then I've got the rare blue zircon. Something that is, you know, it's interesting. We talked about that Brazilian Paraiba, and if you remember the one I had last night, they have a very distinctive color. There aren't many stones that deliver that. We just saw a Paraiba that's more of the traditional Paraiba color, which out of Mozambique is that lighter hue. But look at this. This is really emulating what we talk about in the gem trade as being the ideal, because believe it or not, and it's a weird reference to make, but it's what the gem trade uses. This is not something that just, you know, is a comparison that I make or you hear on TV. It's actually was a weird kind of comparison when it first came out, because it was like, well, people were saying, what do you mean? That's a regular household product, but it's really interesting because it's got such a distinctive color that they used to actually equate the best Paraibas in the world with what was really on par with what we call Windex blue. And I know there's other colors they've developed since, but back in the day, there was always that one signature kind of bright blue color that's very distinctive. It's not just a blue like a cobalt like I'm wearing. It had a more distinctive, bright, really, truly, how else do you describe it besides that Windex blue? Kind of a powerful color saturation that had almost like a little teal to it, but it was bright. It was like electric blue. And for a long time, that's what we have kind of held as, you know, regarded as the ultimate in Paraiba color. And there's really not much that matches it. And of course, as we know, there are very few Paraibas that actually achieve that level of saturation neon. So this is really a stone that comes close. Now, we go over to Cambodia to get this. I can't say we get it. We did used to get it because that mine is closed as well. But this is called blue zircon, and it's obviously a stone, maybe a name you're familiar with in the zircon family because it comes in numerous colors. But this is that blue variety, which in the blues out of Cambodia, which was the only source, you're getting that powerful electric blue. So very much like, right? Do you want to go run to the sink and go under and take out that bottle of that household cleaner and take a look? Because, you know, kind of is similar, right? I mean, this is very distinctive. And that's kind of the way to conjure an image in your mind of what that distinctive color would be like. Well, this is 8390. Here's a ring that is a 587 in that cushion cut Cambodian blue zircon, and a very strong color, but then it's a cushion cut stone and it's elongated, and you've got a signature mounting, or at least a take on our signature mounting, which is so specialty. And it's once again a 587, and yep, it does have a lot of diamonds. 82 points is your diamond weight there. So really tremendous diamond weight to get, because that's a take where we do that wider side profile. You've got a big halo around the dime or around the center stone as well. And there's just one. And you know it's all finished because we got to make sure it's going to be comfy on the hand when you put it on. So it's got to have everything. And if you look, this is a perfect way to see what double refraction is all about, because for those of you looking at it going, that girl needs to focus her camera a little bit better, it actually is. And if you're seeing a little bit of what looks like, for lack of a better term, blurred effect inside the blue zircon, that is the double refraction at work. That is exactly what double refraction kind of is illustrated by, is when the light breaks up into two. So this doubling effect of the light enters the stone, splits into two, and then you have a very, very different kind of look. And that's why up close you're going to see what looks like that blurriness, but from a little bit more of a distance, as I show you, you're going to see eye-popping brilliance, dance, bright colors, all really the colors of the rainbow will show up when you have a truly brilliant stone. And this is just double refraction, which as we think of the pedestal we put diamonds on, and great diamonds will give you a lot of brilliance, but this is even more so. So double refraction really helps, really just kind of enliven the stone. And what should be a $42.99 ring is not going to be. It's just, remember, natural zircons are still, again, a natural from the earth stone. They have no relation to zirconias, which are the man-made diamonds, the simulants and the simulated that we know that are man-made, lab-grown. And those are really, really more or less worth less. We've got a very important stone here that actually is so old it dates the earth. So pretty cool there. Little history to go with it, and you know what? We'll blow it out. Not even $19.99, already over 50% off our should-be price tonight, and expect a lot of big savings and a lot of big values because they're all headed your way. That'll be only, you know what? Just do it, $19.99, and we'll make it actually a little bit sweeter for you. We'll do it for $19.49, and then we got a big fire opal coming up as well. So a lot to get to, but on the way, big tanzanite, big pear shape, plus we have that heart shape. I was wearing that at the top of the show, and some big discounts on that beautiful opal so many of you were asking about. It's part of our museum. Just like move them out, get them out the door tonight. So we're really doing a lot of big discount on specialty high-end items for you, and even have a diaspora in a radiant cut. And boy, I was talking, so I got a chance finally to really sit down and had kind of a lengthy meeting last night after the show. So I was here a while, and I gotta say, because I finally got a chance to sit down with our buyers who just got back from Singapore and from the Asian trade shows, where we got to meet with a lot of different dealers and diamond dealers and everything else. And what's so interesting is we got some news on diasporas for you, because what I've always said for years is predicted would be happening is happening right now, and we'll talk about that when we get there. So, you know, stay tuned for a little update on where diasporas are going, and then we'll talk a little bit about the star ring is here. Star ring is beautiful, and it's our last of its kind. This is last call on this star design, which has white diamonds and pink diamonds, and just take a look. A touch of whimsy here, but we're not talking about something that is, I have to say it every time, because I think that even just saying to you all who know jewelry and watch every show out there, and you go up and down the dial all day long and know what's happening, and then you look online and then you know what's in your stores, and right? I mean, if you're a jewelry lover, you're looking everywhere because we love jewelry. It's a passion, right? It's a love, and it's something where it's fun to be looking around because there's so much out there. But a lot of times, if we say the word star jewelry, a lot of times you might think of that mall store where you walk in, where the kids are on the stool and they're getting their ears pierced, and, you know, there's tears, and then there's balloons, and then there's, like, you know, again, that starter jewelry, that costumey jewelry, that kind of disposable jewelry, and we think of something like that. This couldn't be further away. Consider it another galaxy, if you will, as far as that line between juvenile and really, really, really sophisticated. This is that celestial sophistication. I knew before I said it that would be a difficult tongue twister, and it was. Celestial sophistication, all in one. Say that one time fast. Challenge you. Take a look at this. And this is where we take an upgrade in your diamonds. We give you kite cut white diamonds that are VS on item number 197, and then they are put together like the perfect puzzle. You know what's ironic? We made this ring a long time ago, as evidenced by the number 0197. You know, lately I've had rings that are from that designer that's putting together some of these types of stones where they put together diamonds that are like 10, 20, 30 points a piece, and they put them together seamlessly like this, and they are a fortune. They are a fortune. I mean, I had a, what was it, like 80 points total weight. It was $5,000. We had a 1 carat 20 version. It was $7,999. This was where it all started. And a lot of designers have followed suit, but usually you pay so dearly to get bigger diamonds that are set so precision like this. So I have to point that out. These are, and it's best if I actually lift it a little bit, and then that's where the magic happens. Can you see it? Every single outline, because otherwise you're going, that's a star diamond. Not actually. It's actually kite cuts put together. And do you see what I'm doing is allowing the light to hit the surface of the diamond so they can kind of light up individually and show you there. There are 5. And do you see how that surface shine? Because that's quite frankly the only way to see where one ends and the other begins. And so 5 kite cuts put together, 44 points in pink diamonds around that, rose and white gold together, and there's only one left, and you get 53 and you get 44, but it's the way that those bigger stones that are all over 10 points apiece, as I know you did the math, you've got that two-tone gold, it is as is, to show off the pink diamonds, and then Again, this is now marking our second time we've had pink diamonds in the show. Wanted to bring you several options tonight in case you were reading the big headlines today and thinking, you know what, I could turn on my TV tonight and see Lolo up there selling pink diamonds for a lot less than $57.7 million. And granted, they may not be the record setter, the biggest ever, blah, 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 blah. But again, $57.7 million. And the whole fact was we knew that there would be a big cost and a big number that stone would fetch, because it should. But the truth is, when you look at what pink diamonds are doing historically, the big significant stones that have been in auction houses, and you look what they're commanding in price tag by the market, when it's an auction, you're really talking about, you're not talking about retail store, you're talking about the market, outbidding each other. You're talking about the collectors and usually those anonymous bidders who are obviously very wealthy. If you have nearly $60 million to spend on a diamond, you're a different level of wealth, right? And you put together the world's wealth like that, and then they're outbidding each other because they know what? They know the window is closing on pink diamonds. And you know, I'm not going to make the exact comparison, but a pink diamond is a pink diamond. And they're all elevating. And what you're getting today, we're seeing it in the industry just from our buyer's perspective, where pink diamonds as accents, like what's in this ring, have become more costly in the last few months of offering them to you. In the last 2 years since the Argon mine shut down. So even when you're getting more of an accent stone like this, it really, really, really makes a difference, because every single yellow diamond is important. Every single pink diamond is important. Blue diamonds, brown diamonds, you know the drill. So when you get stones like this, that's an extra added value. And as you're enjoying your ring and wearing your ring and loving your ring, guess what? You got more valuable pink diamonds on your hand. So all that said, making it a very important value when you've got a $49.99 ring, as it should be on our show, it's going out for a lot less than that. And come on in early, because one only, and here's what it looks like on. And you can really see that's from a distance still. Just that mainstay of that star, which is bright and gorgeous, and all that pop you were getting off the surface of the diamonds that you saw up close, you're still going to get in spades from far away. It acts like strobe lights coming from your ring. It's like your ring has the strobe lights built in that show off to the world and to the sky and to the heavens. And that's what this is doing. And just a little touch of whimsical for somebody who wants something a little different. Maybe you're trying to realize, like looking at your jewelry collection, you've taken a little inventory of your own personal collection and realized what we all do at some point. I like what I like, but therefore a lot of things look the same. Do you ever do that with shoes, with bags, with clothing, with jewelry? And that's just something we all do, I think. It's human nature. We like what we like. But maybe what you have all kind of looks similar. Do you have anything like this? Are you trying to maybe have something in your next new piece that stands out? It's this. It's not even going to be $1,999. We just dropped from 5 to 2, and we're not stopping there. That's how this works. When you talk about a really, really, really important ring, it's right here, and it's $1,888 if you'd like the very last one. I would love to build it someday in the future, but you know what? Not a reality with the kite cuts or the pink diamonds. You have two rarities coming together that makes that virtually impossible to create going forward, and you get all of that. Remember, it's bigger stones. It's the pink diamonds, which are the specialty colors, but it's all those over 10 points, just slightly over 10 point kite cuts that make the star. So again, kite cut star, it's the kite cuts coming together, seamlessly set. You can see there's actually only a little bit of gold as kind of an end cap for your tip of the kite cut, and then also right between. Nothing here in the middle, where the actual stones come up to side there with their girdles all together touching. That's actually all seamless. That's just diamond weight, no gold between it, no prongs at all. So really, really important there. $1,888. I just adore that ring. And if you want something a little different, or you want to give it to the star of your life, right? If that's going to be that significant other, that daughter, that sister, that best friend, whoever it is, that's a great way to go. So that's here. And then let's just show you this one. It's 7953. I just want to show you a big tanzanite. And you know why it looks different? It's actually in yellow gold. Now, before you freak out and panic, don't do that. It can be done in a different gold color. But I think it's refreshing every now and again when we see, on average, I'll have a good 10 tanzanites a day, don't you think? 5 times a week, 10 a show, 50 tanzanites a week I can bring you. But 49 out of 50, sometimes 50 out of 50 are going to be in white gold. So just a little refresher here. You can get it in yellow gold, and this is what your Blue Wing Block D, still Blue Wing Block D, looks like in yellow. It's 7953. It's a 356 pear-shaped stone. It's got 46 points in diamonds. They're on the outside of your pear shape, but you also get a bigger diamond. Do you see that bigger diamond right here before it heads down to the shank? And you have that other little open triangle. You've got a bigger stone on each side as well. Lots of red in that stone. As a matter of fact, I might actually flip it around because I think you'll get a really good viewpoint into the center of that stone if, of course, it balances, which it may or may not. No, it's not. But look at that. That's actually really giving you that perfect direct look at that stone, and it's not going to be $59.99. We're putting it on the auction block. We're just going to try it. I know the auctions. Okay, guys, I might have to leave it. I might have to put it the other way. Otherwise, it's leaning. But this is what I want to make sure you understand. This is really risky. We are 29 minutes into a Friday. We have a Friday night where we have a little tiny fraction of our viewership that we have every other day of the week. So this is on the verge of insanity to do this, but I'm going to start an auction, and it's a 3-carat 56. You got a big size stone, you got the great diamonds, you're going to choose your gold. It's just nice to see one in the yellow so that it gives you an idea if you've been really enjoying yellow gold in your collection or always have, you get an idea of what the Blue Wing Block D looks like within it. But this is up to you. Because that $59.99 price tag, look, Tony's already got it as a was. Past tense, don't even need to think about it unless you want to just come in and buy it now. This is how you get it. We're going to go, why not, 356? Normal going rate, $59.99. We could start at 3, there's half off. We could start at 25, we could start at 2. But instead, because we want to see who's out there and give you a shot to really, really rake in the values starting now, it's not going to be even $2,000 to open on a 356 Blue Wing Block D. They are the best in the world. There is nobody that is going to bring you, no matter what they call it, no matter what euphemism they come up with or what specialty name or how from French it sounds, this is the best out there. This is the best. It is that specialty vein of the D block that is no longer produced. It hasn't in over a decade, and we're not starting at $19, $18, $17, $16. I'm starting at $1,500. And we'll go up in $10 increments, and we'll see who's out there. And if it's one bidder, good, because that just means better value for you. And if it's 2, 3, 5, that's good too, because we're still starting low. So there's a giveaway happening. Take a look at that. And that'll be, 60 seconds to get it started. Get it going on a Friday night. Happy Friday. Hope you had a good week. Hope you're ready for the weekend, and hope you're ready to celebrate some mega discounts. And I don't know what reflects that any more than this ring right here. And more importantly, you have to see it on. Now, there's a little bit of millgrain between the Tanzanite center and the diamonds on the sides, right? So I think this is going to surprise you. This is a big ring as I try it on here. That's why I took it away. I think I'm going to shock you here, because it's always tough to see just on a white wheel with no perspective how big it is. And then you see it on my hand and think, okay, that's a lot bigger than I was anticipating. And you get this open work, which almost just looks like it zigzags of gold, but then you know internally that's actually miniature hearts that are almost like, they're not quite interlocking, but they're side by side, creating this halo of hearts around the piece. And then you have this frame of diamonds on the sides. We have, let's see, 4 seconds, and we got one call. We'll see if they're on it. Final call to get that open at $1,500. Let's see what we got. Oh, hang on. That's an okay, not an open. Okay, we may not have it. I'll give it a couple extra seconds because I know I always still have to get used to that extra delay with the phone line. So we'll see what we got. So any open on that one? Not yet? All right, we move on. Coming up. Are we ready? Fire opal in a big size. Oh, wait, there are the calls. See, I'm still about 30 seconds off getting used to the new delay. So I'm going to give it a 30-second extra clock to get the open, and let's see what we got. Let's see what we've got. Do we have the open? We're going to make sure we give it a final 28 seconds here, and then we'll see where we go. And you could choose rose gold or white gold, actually. So if you're liking the traditional combo we usually see, and I can show you, let me see, we saw that Tanzanite pendant earlier, and I will have other Tanzanites because, like I said, we always have about 5 to 10 per show. I have a round and a bridge, I have a heart shape, I have the round and the pendant I flashed, but this is the only pear shape we will see. So if you're already a fan of the pear-shaped stone, that's a good one to take advantage of. Or maybe you don't need that big a stone. A lot of times lately we're showing you 8 and 10 and 12 carats, but that may be too large for some people to wear every day. So here we are, $1,500. Now open? Nope. Okay. Well, we got some calls. That's good. but they're not on this one. Okay, that's fine too. All righty, next up on the way. So this opal, we've had some talk about this opal. I'm going to show you the best we have here. At TVON, when we really specialize in really high-end rare exotics, we do that often. And I know not everybody's got the budget for the rare exotics, and we try to do our very, very, very best to make them affordable. But there is an opal here out of Australia's Lightning Ridge that is second to none. Wait, there's somebody, I'm getting that they're thinking about, do you want to see it again? Maybe I can talk them into it. That is, after all, my job. My job is to talk you into stuff. Do you want to see it again? Let's show the tanzanite again. So hold the thought on the museum opal. We'll get right back to it. Let's put the tanzanite up. Good, I got it right here. There it is. So we have somebody thinking about it. Let me actually hold it the other way, because I still think you're going to actually, yeah, that's the best way to see the stone there. So here we are. We're looking for the open. Let me know if you've got it. Yeah. Well, you know what? Absolutely, because this is really a good point you're going to make. There's actually kind of like a heart-shaped pattern in the undergallery as well. Now, notice we can't go because you got the little cutouts here from the front, right? You're supposed to see behind those cutout heart shapes, but then you look on the inside and you realize, wait a minute. They still finished it so that it's going to sit beautifully against the hand. It props it up perfectly. You still get that open work cutout detailing. You can see plain as day the red flashes that are coming through on that stone. And we have the open, right? We got $1,500. Anybody else? Well, you know what? I appreciate them calling in here a little after the fact. Great, because we got that extra delay. I'm not used to it. So I'll tell you what. Should we just send it out? I mean, no clock, no nothing, no competition. Should we do that? 1,500 going once? 15 going twice? That's it? So, congratulations. See? Kind of just whatever. That's how we're going to work it on Friday. I got to get to that opal. Congratulations, that one's gone. Let's show you this beautiful opal. It's my favorite still. And I know I love the stone. And no matter how it would be set, I would still love the stone. If it was sitting here on a wheel in between tweezers in a plastic bag, I would like the stone. But there is something to be said with the gorgeous way that we set diamonds around it that makes it extra special. Certainly does, doesn't it? It's pretty. It's item number 7657 rather, and it's also a 285, which, remembering that when opals do look, as a rule, double what they weigh, that's pretty impressive there, because you have a 2-carat 85, and it should come up, yeah, because we've had this, and you know, I just think we needed to help everybody out. There's a lot of interest on it for the last few really days or weeks. So at 285 Australian, speaking of undergalleries, let's take a tour here, because we really, again, appreciate the fact that we only offer those natural through and through black opals, don't offer doublets or triplets here, which usually to get colors like that, let's face it, you got to go there, but that's natural through and through. So we're allowing you to see, let's a peek into the stone on the underside, so you can see the back side that is not polished, of course, because they knew, you know, front of the cabochon, back of the cabochon, there's usually a slight dome to a cabochon cut. That is how opals are faceted 99% of the time. You've got a 64-point white diamond weight, and you have a 64-point yellow diamond weight, because you can see it's half and half. So it really is intriguing. And instead, of course, the gold is going to correspond with that. So where there are yellow diamonds, there's yellow and white gold and white diamonds. So it's really just beautifully matched that way. But that's not easy to do. Let's take you around the back so you can see, again, there's white and yellow gold to that back of that band. And this is one opal only. And it's a fantastic opportunity. And it's our, last look at it here, because the price got every last discount we could. And that's saying something, because when we start these pieces off and when they debut, there's a right price. There is an important price tag you get. And you know what? This is a better one, because it's come down multiple times, and yet it's only been here about, a little over a week. And yet, as it is in that two-tone gold, by all means, let me try it on, because it's another one of those, much like our pear-shaped tanzanite, where you might be surprised as to how big it is when you see it in, to scale on the hand, which is where we are. That's where, yeah, you can really see it's almost knuckle to knuckle, isn't it? That halo of bigger pave all the way around it. You've got the yellow diamonds on one side and the white diamonds on the other side. And you know what? One only, and it's no longer $59.99 or $49.99. It's not even $39.99. So if you've been waiting, I got some verification. I mean, I literally took a pen to all these bags and slashed prices for about 2 hours before the show. Just kept on slashing. It was the theme of the day. You know, when you ever like I have to oftentimes just edit my closet. I have to, now I don't do it as much as I should, but I still have to do it quite often, and I have to edit. And so I have to be in the right mood, because I have to be in that mood where you just gotta, like, my ladies know out there, you gotta cut down the wardrobe and really pare it down to what you really love and what you really love and what you really love. Sometimes you gotta be in that mood to edit. Well, that's how I felt tonight with the pricing, and this will prove it, because it's not $39, $38, or $37.99. This is, though, the lowest, because that opal is really, truly spectacular. You just don't see most of, even the best. You could really sort it out on the individual best of Lightning Ridge, Australia, and you're just not gonna see stones like that. And it's not $37.99 either, it's $36.99. So I wanted to bring it early so that we don't have hopefully too many people fighting over it. We're just showing you that big value, that final discount that is applied to this ring with that incredible, yes, you're actually gonna get, let's not forget, 128 in diamonds total weight. That's a testament to how big all the individual diamonds are throughout the piece. And $36.99 is your lowest price. It's a brand new one for you, and you're getting yet two-tone versatility. Let us know if you have any requests. You guys know that, right? I don't need to harp on that every day. I mean, I try to remind you, but if you do have requests, please get those in, especially on a Friday. We got a lighter audience, so it's never going to be like, you know, crazy gangbusters. So, you know, it's a perfect night to just have some extra time to really, you know, see what you need and, you know, see all the details, or maybe just have a question on something and you just need to see it one more time. All right, coming up, pink diamonds on the way as well. Got a big pink diamond. We have the certified 34. I also have a 26-point non-certified. So that's where we really are hanging out with pink diamonds tonight. All right, coming up, let's move. We got to keep going. Big ruby on the way. And yes, that blue zircon is still here as well. But since we don't see a lot of Burmas, and I do find it, it's the most challenging piece. It's the most challenging stone to sell here because we see so few. We see more of rare stones and fancy colored diamonds and Paraibas and all of that than we see rubies. And I think that rubies, we all know it. Even if I was talking to somebody who doesn't know the first thing about gems, you probably heard of a ruby, right? This ruby is very, very special tonight because we have a big size, but it's also a fancy cut. And you might go, well, that's great, fancy cuts. I've seen fancy cuts before. We even saw a heart-shaped tanzanite hanging out here tonight. But there's actually a little bit more complication when you're talking about rubies. So I want to let you know in advance that this is here because it's super special. And it may be something that is a little more probably specific and specialized, more going to somebody who's already had this on their radar, because you just don't see rubies cut this way because it's a very unique way the crystal grows. In Mother Nature, Burma's and Burma especially really grow in a certain way where they don't like to be cut in unique ways. It's why when you think about rubies that you own or have seen before, do you realize most of them are, think back, most of them are ovals. This is a really unusual cut, and it's a heart shape. And this is that 3-stone heart shape, as in a heart-shaped yellow diamond, a heart-shaped 201 ruby, and another heart-shaped yellow diamond. That I just had to let you know. It's set to debut tonight. It's an extremely important piece, and it's one of our new ones to the collection. And this really does look like something that you would find at a highfalutin design house, and you don't even have to go in to see it. It's out in the front window. It's got that perfect positioning, like, you know, the star position in the window that is meant to get everybody just that feel immediately just by walking by what that particular designer is all about. That's here, 2+ carats, and look at the clarity and the glow. So just had to mention that. It's a very important stone, and when you're talking about rubies, as much as we talk about 20,000 a carat, that is a little more important when you get a heart shape that is that size. So something to think about there. Also, the bracelet. Let me show you this one. And I know we've had a lot of people talking about bracelets lately. Here is my yellow and white diamond. It's basically diamond bracelet, tennis bracelet interrupted by big yellow diamonds all the way through. This is so important and really just an incredible way to get you something that takes your tennis bracelets that everybody has or everybody aspires to have, or everybody has something that's really the look-alike, but it's faux, you know, the CZ version, because I don't blame you. Diamond tennis bracelets are some of the most expensive pieces of jewelry you can possibly get, especially if you're interested in a decent quality and a decent size. They're going to be pricey no matter what. This is our diamond tennis bracelet, but we break it up with a nearly ½ carat yellow diamond, and there are 5 of them because they're equally segmented throughout the bracelet. So it's $45.72. I know it's early, but this is major. And I'm about to do something wild on this one for you. If you love it, give me a call. It's in yellow gold, and that doesn't have to stay that way. So we just checked, and you don't have to leave it in the yellow. You can change it to white because really it was a bit of a toss-up here, to be honest with you, because obviously there's yellow and there's white diamonds. So usually we would do the mix, right? Well, we could do that too, but if you want all white, you can choose that. We have all yellow here, or you may want to go the white gold for the white diamonds and the yellow gold for the yellow diamonds. Probably what I would suggest there. But again, just a little different take on a diamond tennis bracelet, which we would normally see in white gold. But take a look. So you can see we had to kind of, we probably got a little creative there. But I think, again, you got that choice of to change it up as you wish. But it's $45.72, and let's walk you through one end to the other because I know it's early, but this is where early is a special time to be with us because you're going to see values like this disappear. And watch how we're going through. That's the one end of that beautiful insert closure. You're going to have the double figure 8s, but count them as we walk you through. 1 yellow diamond, then 2, and notice the matching they have as well. Then we have number 3 here, and then we've got the 4th, and then your final, the 5th yellow diamond, and then that will be your other side of the insert closure where you're going to fasten it and then add those figure 8s, okay? So you've got, again, all these yellow diamonds that are so beautifully matched, and then I'll wrap it around. So now that you've seen, it's not just a couple of diamonds that are just going to be along the front. You're really going to have that beautiful look that are going to match them and give you diamonds, because a bracelet like this, I never really quite understand. Maybe it's that really kind of particular designer in me, is that I never understand if you just put a couple of bigger diamonds and just do them in the quote-unquote front. Well, a line bracelet doesn't really have a front. It's gonna move, it's gonna spin, and it's gonna turn on your wrist. So really, if you're doing it right, you're gonna wanna have diamonds all the way around, and that's what this bracelet does. So you've got all diamonds really kind of assorted and scattered, if you will. Then you've got your choice of the white, the yellow, or the two-tone. So just be very clear with your operator that you know what you want, you know what you're thinking, and again, if you maybe wanna show it off the best, you're probably gonna think yellow and white gold for your yellow and white diamonds. That's probably a best idea there. But here's how we make this happen. Because it's a $69.99 bracelet at our show, and that's fair because it's $215 in the yellows, which breaks down because what you would do is take $215 and divide it by the 5 yellow diamonds you have. It means they're 43 points each. Then you talk about 93 points in white diamonds, all together 308 in diamond weight, and yet that is not it because we do have to consider the gold. There's a lot of gold in this bracelet. A tennis bracelet always requires a lot of gold, so you have that too. And that is not just free. I remember back in the day, I've been in this business long enough where you didn't even have to consider how much gold weight was in a piece. You just said it's gold, and you never had to worry about it, and it wasn't a huge cost. And if you started pouring ounces and ounces of gold into a bracelet, it still didn't matter because gold was relatively affordable then. It's a different world now, but this is where, again, value comes to show up in big, big ways. And that's where $69.99 goes out the window and we put it up for auction. I'm going to do it again. We're going to do it again. We're going to start the $69, and that is price you've seen. You probably admired it. You've probably seen it before. And it's nowhere near $7,000. It's not even going to be half of that. If we start at $35, there's your half off price. And I'm sorry, we don't work on those big, big margins anyways, where a 50% off still lets us profit. You don't provide the values we do by getting what everyone else does, the 5 key, the triple, the quadruple, the 5 times, the 10 times, the 20 times markup. So when we're able, just keep in mind, if we take a price and truly cut our price in half, there is already a value for you. But then if we go even lower to get everybody involved, and again, it's Friday, let's make it even better for you. And we'll forget about 35 and we'll get you the bracelet of your dreams. And maybe you have a yellow diamond piece already. Is it a ring? Is it an earring? Is it a necklace, a pendant? This would be a great counterpart for it, a great suite to build. But obviously we know it's the more complicated to get because it is a bracelet. 7 inches in length. Watch this. We'll go 34, 33, 32, or 31. And you still might be thinking, take it a little lower. We're going to make it $3,000 to open on this one if you'd like to start it off. And that would make this bracelet, it's under $1,000 a carat. That's all fine and well if it's 308 in little stones. It's not 308 in little stones. It's 308 with some really big half carat yellows there. So take a look at it really quickly here. 3,000 to get it started. And we'll give it 1 minute to get that going at 3,000 to open on a major 215 plus 93. Remember the larger carat weight up top, those are the more important diamonds. Sorry, white diamonds, you're cool too, but yellow diamonds are a step up. There's always going to be an elevation in price to your yellow diamonds, and let's show it on, because I know you're probably curious right now. Okay, where is that going to look, or how's it going to look size-wise? How's it going to be on the scale of what I'm really looking for? Well, there you have it. So really great. I think a great everyday style. It's not too over the top ostentatious, but as I let it kind of just line out here, look at this. You can see how evenly placed. That's so intentional. That's important. You can see how evenly placed those stones are from one end to the other. So you get a really, really important style here. And we're just looking at a moment here to get you a great deal on yellow and white diamonds. No open yet. 10 more seconds remaining. Here it is one more time up close. And there you can check it out. Those bigger diamonds, that again, almost a half carat. They are 43 points if they're all exact. I mean, again, you never know. One might be 43, one might be 48. The point is they need to match for color and shape. And that's what they do, as I'll try to get two there in the same position so you can really see how those two match. And you saw when we walked you through from one end to the other how they're so consistent in their colors. So that's important as well. Give it a little bit of thought and then we'll move on. We've got the Paw Ring coming up. And I wanted to make a special moment here tonight to have this ring, because it's a very sentimental style, and I think so many of us purchase it for that sentimentality. I just want to introduce you to 0572, and I love that we're able to use some of these older item numbers. This is really, it's a very, very popular ring. And the reason is that we have a lot of, I think we just, in general, a lot of us, we love our animals, we love our pets, we love our rescues, we love our beautiful animals like their family. And I think it's a lot of fun when you're seriously committed to that love. I think it's a lot of fun to really have that show through in what you wear in your jewelry. And I think this is one of those very distinctive, easy ways that you can add something. I love wearing this as a pinky ring. It's my favorite way to wear it, but I wanted to just take some time here tonight and show it. It doesn't get to come out very often. Usually it comes out based on a request when somebody's looking for something, maybe as a gift idea or to celebrate a loved one in the furry category, right? One of our beloved four-legged loved ones, and this is the way to do that. Now we can do white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold, but there's also a really nice discount on this one that you wouldn't normally see, and we're thrilled to bring that to you. So 0572, the Paw Ring is here. This is one that's going to give you a bigger diamond weight as well, 42 points, but it's also about the bigger diamonds that we use, kind of creating that pave for the body there, and then you've got prong set, but they look like they're bezels because of what's happening right up top. So you get this fabulous, fabulous look. And let's not forget that you're choosing your gold, you're getting your size. It'd be one of those that I think you don't need to replace a piece you already love and wear. You can add to what you love and wear by, like I said, pinky ring, thumb ring, maybe middle finger, index finger, or certainly a ring finger as well. But look at how beautiful. This might be more of a pinky ring size for me to show for you. So you can see it that way. But that little bit of open work right down here in the center, and then of course this larger bezel set look. Again, that's really, when you look though, it's not a true bezel, and I just want to make sure that we're all clear on kind of some of that vernacular of the jewelry world. They're prong set. 4 little prongs, you can see them there if you look closely. A true bezel is when you wrap the outer edge of a round with gold. It doesn't need to be a round, you can do bezel sets for anything, but it really is about wrapping it. It's kind of the look of a bezel, but they're super secure with those prongs as well. We have the white, the yellow, and the rose, and I do love this with holidays approaching and you're not sure maybe what to get. I really wanted to take a moment. A dear friend of mine, she lost her best friend today, and her best friend was 19 years old. 19. And obviously, as so many of you do, we all identify and we know that heartache and that hurt. And there's really nothing that I can say or that we can do to make it better. And I know this from experience. But I do also know from experience that having that piece, you can look down at your hand at any time of the day and look down and see that sweet little motif, and just the memories flood back, and you just really get to just have that comforting piece, I think is really important. So it's in yellow, white, or rose. We're giving you a special discount tonight to own it. It's no longer going to be $1,599. And we're going to, because there's a new price on it because of gold and diamonds, you know the deal. But this is going to be less, and we're going to treat you to a better value than where it is a bestseller in the past. And it's not even $9.99, and it's not $8.99. And I do want to show it to you on, because to me it's that perfect piece. It almost reminds me of a signet ring with some style, almost like a signet ring kind of look, the way it's almost like broad across in this kind of circular overall feel, but of course a little more precise than just a circle, and that you've got that really bold, you can instantly tell, even from further away, you can instantly tell what the motif is, and get it for those loved ones that, whether they're, again, the new puppy owners, or the gals that just rescued, and now they found that, wonderful love of their life soulmate, their best friend, and, they've rescued, or they've got, they belong to that organization that volunteers in aiding, the rescue of animals and all of that. I mean, it's just a beautiful gift to give to any of our animal lovers, and it's not even $8.99 or $7.99 or even $7.77. So it's a huge, huge value, and we're so proud to bring it whenever we get a chance, but it's not been this low. So we'll make it $699 if you'd like it as a special opportunity to get it. And think forward, this is seldomly here on our show. We very rarely get a moment to really dive into a piece like this and really tell you all about it and really give you, well, that extra value as well. And so I just felt like tonight was a night where it'd be a really nice way to, just remind you that it's here and remind you that it's something that we have. I wouldn't rely on that price being the same as we go forward and work towards the end of the year and holidays, but it's here tonight at $6.99 and a great value in the white, the yellow, or the rose gold. So we'll give that 60 seconds as well. Just a fun piece to wear, and I think we all know that, wearing those fabulous pieces that are reminders of, some of our passions, like I was saying with the star design, it's nice to have jewelry that gives you a little bit extra. Doesn't look like the basics. We all love good quality. I think if we're hanging out together, we like good quality gems and diamonds, but to have a piece that really speaks volumes and really kind of tells the world something about you, something personal about you, you can't say that about every piece you wear, and this piece really is that beautiful conversation starter. So Virginia, did you have a request or something? Oh, okay. You were looking at me before like you wanted to maybe say something. It was just something bad? Okay, good. All right, so here we go, $6.99. All right, last call. And then we still have our big opal here. We have a heart-shaped tansy. We got a couple wheels for you. They're a little higher end, but they're wheels nonetheless. So we're gonna be looking at great deals there. And our last of our big pink diamond baguette ring. Also new emerald, fabulous diaspores. Oh, a big astrakut blue wing. I do have a lot of tanzanites tonight. I got a bunch. Got the 824, I got my Kobe ring. I've got my 2790, which I flashed. I got a 1240. I've got a 967. I mean, we got all kinds of tanzanites. So anything you need, Asher, round, heart shape, ovals, pear shape's already gone. And there's a lot of big tanzanites and big bright blue wings to enjoy. And let me know if you have any requests so I don't feel so lonely. And $6.99. Okay, coming up, let's get to a fabulous color change diaspore. It is, I'm going to proclaim it now. I've seen so many diaspores lately, and I want to tell you a little bit about, actually, we'll wait 4 more minutes, top of the hour, when we got a few extra people joining us. Hopefully, we'll talk a little bit about diaspora, because it's going to be story time with Lolo. We'll have a little update for you on a little story, but something that you need to know about the industry in diaspora. So we'll tell you the latest and the greatest. Also, we have, there's another band here. If you like to keep it more simple with your bands and you don't need motifs and you don't need stars or paws, we've got a fabulous kind of like, now this, forgive me, might have a little symbolism as well. It's a figure 8, but it's like a braided band. So some of you might look at this and think like the infinity design. Take a look at the band here. Kind of like that awesome braided design, which yes, is the infinity band. And yet it's really pretty and really classic. And maybe if you're ready to go just beyond, you want wearable and you want diamonds, but you want a band, but you don't want it to be like one straight line of diamonds, because everybody's got that. It's 0498. Do you love these old item numbers we're using? And I'm only using them because that allows us to really take down the price tags as well. And this is 0498. You get 72 points in diamonds from side to side. And you can see they're all larger stones paved into this figure 8 kind of style that goes east-west around your hand there. And you've got that really lovely look. And boy, I don't think I've ever put up the paw ring and not had one go out the door. We usually have 100 of them go out the door. So enjoy if you want that paw ring, grab it. Just might be a little light audience here tonight. The paw ring is that, and we usually sell it for $7.99, by the way. So you got an extra $100 off today. And boy, that was exciting too. So call me if you want the paw ring, but here we go with 72 points in diamonds, and we'll show it on. And yet really gets just that perfect, sits lower on the hand. Do you see this? And it does almost look, because it goes perfectly from one side to another and a little extra, because I don't like when a ring just starts here and goes to here and then you see that gold. It's nicer when it just goes really a little more than halfway around, so it almost looks like it keeps going in an eternity band. But that is a little complicated on the sizing front, because you can't always make a design like this that has a certain pattern to it and make it in those specific sizes we like to offer. The question I get all the time is, yeah, I know you size, but I need a size 6 1/4. We do that. If you need a quarter, half, or 3/4 size, or a full size, we do that. So you get those options, but it also would be, again, the look of an eternity without having that complication. It's tougher to do these types of designer styles. In an eternity band, we are ready to show you quite the value here in 72 points in diamonds in white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. And getting this one at home is easy when you talk about a $9.99 value, and that is not a $9.99 ring in anywhere at all. You could even shop somewhere, comparison shop at a place that does the SI stones, or even worse yet, the eye quality stones, where there are visible big inclusions stacked in your diamonds. You would still see $9.99 as a great value there. We're taking you up to that upper echelon level of diamond quality, giving you best of the best, white, yellow, or rose, and it's not $9.99. And I know we can sit back, because some of you have been watching TVON for years. Some of you watch every show we do. Some of you are really, truly, you have a great understanding of what we do in value. And so therefore, I think sometimes we say, yeah, that's normal to do $9.99. It's TVON. That's what they do. But remember what's happening with the diamond world and the gold world, and how difficult it is to make values like this happen. And we're not leaving it at $9.99 or even $8.99 or $7.99. It's a better value. And so you can get, maybe you want a band to slip on every day. I love this style for a wedding band. I love it for a wedding band. You can even stack it if you want, put it next to a big old honkin' diamond ring if you want, because it's got those little kind of, the scalloped edges do that little kind of, scalloped effect, so you can slide it next to something really well. But I also love to wear it solo. And think about it, if it has anything to do with love or relationship or unions or dedication, or really, again, that eternal unconditional love, well, that really is what this eternity style and this figure 8 design signifies, right? So there's that extra added value and meaning to it that is built into a band that's giving you something different than your basic band. So I guess a fun way to slip on a ring, or maybe you're going, yeah, the big old diamond rings a lot every day. I just want to wear a band that's easy, that's not getting in the way, it's easy peasy, but it's still fabulous, right? This is a great band for that, and we're making it less than $7.99 or $7.77. It's only $699. Take a look. That is really a beautiful way to have a little, again, little significance built in. Could be a wedding set style, could be a beautiful way to, again, stack something next to it, because you see what I mean about this little, again, this little depth here, almost like, think about our Wonder Ring and how that creates that V shape. You've got a similar kind of scalloped edge going on here, and you can see those are not little accent diamonds. Those are big time VS round brilliants that are running through the ring from one side to the other. And it's only $6.99. So huge value there if you'd like it, and a great way. So we've had some really cool personality pieces with diamonds. We've gone celestial with the star, with the big kite cuts. Now we have the figure 8 eternity style, and that's really special as well. And then we've got our big top of the hour, which is a diaspora ring on the way. I'll tell you a little bit about the latest in what's happening in the trade, i.e. if you're in the business and that's what you do, and you're buying stones and trading stones, and you're the source and you're selling stones, well, that's what we're going to show you and give you some news on where diaspora stands right now in the trade at large. What's this? All right. Was this a request? Oh, good. Whose request was it? Hi, Cynthia. Cynthia wants to see. Now, Kevin, did you take Cynthia's call? Did she have a request on gold? Because I happen to have a few here. White gold, maybe? Okay. Cynthia, we got it before, and welcome to the show, everybody. Got a quick request to show you before we get to our little diaspora opportunity. But Cynthia, this is for you and anybody else, and I got to tell you, it's still one of the most important pieces we do for personalization. There are only really 3 items that we do here at TVON that allow us to customize in personalization, in a monogram or in an initial. This is one of them. This is something I designed purely for myself, totally out of selfish reasons, and then I wore it a couple of times and you said, okay, we want that. So this is the dog tag, super cool, super hot. This is what I couldn't find anywhere else. Yes, there's dog tag jewelry, but a lot of times, every little aspect, I'm very particular. So every aspect, it seemed like I would find one that was the right size, but then it had no diamonds. or I would see one that was, you know, maybe diamonds, but then it was really tiny small, or then you couldn't get it engraved and you couldn't actually add personalization. This has everything I was looking for, and that's why I designed it, sketched it, we designed it, and we created it here. Now, really, truly, yours is going to be designed custom because you're going to choose. You can either opt to go plain, just mirror finished gold, which is still a cool look, or you can choose to get an initial. And that initial, unlike the monogram on the signet ring, which is only script, and then we had a necklace once that was only block, this is going to be the Old English font. So whatever you're going to choose for your letter is going to be done in Old English, or again, go solo, go plain. So let's show you a couple examples here. I have the first, I have the yellow to show you, and I'll show you on the hand first as we get started, because that's what it looks like size-wise. So we'll give you kind of a little sense of scale first. And it's item number on this one. Boy, I should have this one memorized, and I don't. It's 4658. That's right, 4658. Who do we appreciate? Hopefully the dog tag. That's personal because it'd be a great gift. And it is 1.25 inches top to bottom with the bail. It's a little over 1 inch in the actual pendant itself. But then you're talking about a little emerald cut shape. Have you ever seen an emerald cut stone? You know how it's got those little notches in the corners as opposed to a 90-degree angle. That's where we went here. And then you've got this entire surface area in the center, all mirror finished. You are going to have a deeply embossed kind of, let's call it, it's an embossing really, where it's not just etched on, but it's actually created and embossed so that it dips and recessed into the gold. Your bail as well, which you can slip just about any chain through. And then we have your VS Diamonds, 27 points going all the way around. It's a fine diamond border. I've got white and rose gold to show you also, if that helps. And you're going to get the same size, but we're also going to show you here. This is where I'd like you, if you need a little help deciding what letter, maybe you're not sure, first initial or second, maybe you're not sure where you want to go, take a look at this. At least this is the font chart, if you will. So it's going to show you an example of the alphabet here, and then I'll show you the white gold, but that's basically A through Z on what your, the font chart we're going to use, so that if you have maybe again one letter and you just want to take a look at what your letter is going to look like, you may. Or again, if you're, like I said, deciding between, like if I was trying to decide between an L and a B, I might go with the B because I think it's very, I think it looks extra cool and distinctive. So that helps too. But this is the white gold here for you. This is the letter L actually embossed in the white gold for you. So that's going to be the white gold option. And then we have a rose gold to show you also. But the dog tag is all fully customizable. Again, you can always choose to go with no Old English, no letter at all. You can always get smooth mirror finished gold if you'd like. And that's a great look too. And think about, I know that we had a couple people when this debuted purchase it for their pets. Dog tag doesn't mean it's worn by your dog, but you certainly could. That's up to you. That just depends on how fashionable your canine is. This is the rose gold really quickly here as well. Look at the rose that I have is the letter S in the rose gold. So I'll show it against the neckline, but you know what? If you like one, it is all customizable. It's 1.25 inch with the bail, but it's also 7/8 of an inch wide on the pendant itself. Our rose gold is so pretty. It's all going to be solid through the back as well. It's going to have that great border. You're going to see all mirror finishing on the sides, and then that deeper embossing, because the deeper the embossing is and that little bit of satin finishing you have then is actually going to really stand out. We'll make it $999 if you like one. And Cynthia, it's not just for the requester. If you're thinking you'd like to have this custom design for yourself and you are not the requester, that's okay. They're all custom designed pieces. So we could show you the letter. I'll just show you on my neckline here. We can show you, let me get a grip on it so we can hold it steady for you. But that's what it looks like from a distance away. So you can see it's got a grand scale to it. And so you can slide and just kind of trying to show you the right angle so you don't get all the glare, because it is all mirror finish. So it tends to kind of pick up, you know, again, a lot of light like a signet ring does, right? There's a lot of surface area of gold. It's all mirror finished with the exception of the embossing. This again is the letter P. So you've got a really, really good look there. And that's going to be $9.99 if you'd like it. So huge value there, all custom made for you. You choose the gold, you choose the letter, and you can go plain as well. So thank you, Cynthia, for the request. And then we'll show you the letters one more time. Again, if you need a little help deciding which letter you'd like to go with, there they all are, A through Z, all 26 represented up there, and we would love to help you out there. So Cynthia, if you have any questions, let me know, but that is a piece that near and dear to my heart, and I hope you enjoy it if you get one. So coming up next, it is the top of the hour, and we've got a really nice introduction to our Friday. Welcome to our show. It's TVON. I'm Lauren Blair. This is our big Friday night, and we've got so many big values and discounts and really extreme discounts for you. But I'm going to start with something that I'm so proud of, and I know you're going, yeah, I know the stone, but I have some news for you because we just had our buying team return back from, because there haven't been many shows lately, right? The trade shows that we used to talk about, every February was Tucson, every June was Las Vegas, JCK, and then there'd be some international shows, usually in Hong Kong, that would happen every September. A lot of those shows, you know, haven't been quite to scale that we were accustomed to seeing for the last several years for the obvious reasons. And now, starting to get a few of the gem community and the gem world back into these trade shows where we can actually really see what's going on pricing and see what's available and what's not. Well, I've been telling you for years and years and years that this stone is rather new to the marketplace. It's called color change diaspora, but the truth is it has several names because everybody's tending, I don't know when there was a contest where it was like name the gem, because it seems like everybody has their own name for it, when the gemological name is still and always will be color change diaspora. But I think it's really a reflection of everybody's really excited about it. And so we've seen names like Zarite, we've seen names like Zoltanite. We're seeing other names now, but just know that this is some of the original find. There is one source, that source is closed, but I've been telling you for years that this is an up-and-comer. And even though we're talking about a one-source stone, this one changes color. You know what? We've been talking about the fact the mine's closed. It's an up-and-coming stone, but I don't know if it's ever going to reach that household name status. But what's happening right now is we got to meet with the family. I've been telling you about this family for years. We had no contact with them, hadn't seen them for a few years because they've been basically stuck at home, not traveling the world, not promoting their gem. But there was just, again, a gem show that was an international show in Asia that wrapped up just a couple of days ago, and that family was there. They have all kinds of multimedia. We're talking about they have invested millions and millions and millions of dollars to get the word out on this stone. And to show you the mine, to give everybody a tutorial on what it does and what makes it cool and what makes it different, all the things I've been telling you about for years. And as a result of that, we are seeing now big designers carry it, big designers that are now creating lines around it because everybody's hyped about the stone. It's super cool. It's super different. It does things a lot of stones can't do. But the word is getting out. And we saw this happen with tanzanite, discovered back in the 60s, started mining in the 60s. Nobody really knew what it was until some of the gem folks in the 80s, it started to really be understood. It started to reach the marketplace. The same thing's happening with diaspora, where suddenly you're seeing more and more people carry it, more and more people talk about it, but with that comes a price increase. And that, like everything else, that's the big wow factor, is that this is starting to go openly. Look it up. Do searches, go to your local stores, check with your favorite designers, starting to be carried, and as it should, it's carrying with it a massive per carat price. And it should. It's one source in the world like tanzanite, but it also changes color. It's 100% color change stone that goes from golden greens to pinky reds, and there's the tanzanite's still coming out of the ground. Found in 67, still being mined today, has about 20 years left. This stone, done. So there's a lot finite. We're talking about finite numbers of material that's out there. This is the chance to pick it up. And you don't have to spend a fortune because it's TVON. You're watching TVON. You don't have to pay market value what it is today or where it's going to be going forward. You are getting the best color. Look at this. The cutting is stunning. Radiant cut stone. Absolutely just bright, beautiful. Look at the color too. It's more like a pure green. I wouldn't call it minty green, but it's got a purity of green that we don't normally see. Usually it's got more yellow or more brown or more champagne. This has got that bright green color. Still goes to that beautiful rosy pink, and there is a value. Of course, item number is 8288. It's a 340 radiant cut. That is looking good. It's got this hourglass kind of shape to the diamonds on the sides at 20 points. 20 points in your diamonds, looking amazing. And it is just gonna be, you know what, choose your gold. I mean, we want you to have it exactly as you want it, but this is what I wanna make sure you understand. Now that you've seen the stone, go, oh yeah, I know that. That I've seen, I know. Maybe you're lucky enough to have one. If you are, kudos to you. But let me just say what's happening in the wholesale world. This is not a show you can just walk into, even if you happen to be in Singapore in the last week or so. You can't just walk in off the street. It is by invitee only. It is something you actually paid to get into. You have to have a resale license. You have to be in the gem community. And with all that said, we have, and I've got documentation of it. I will have to go ahead and I'll figure a way to get it to Tony so we can show you. the per carat prices that were happening last week in really the first international trade show that's happened in some time on a grand scale, the prices, I mean, you need to hear this because this is wholesale. What's it going to do when it's out in that retail designer line, when it's advertised with the supermodel who's modeling it in a beautiful, glamorous way? This is a stone that we saw trading last week, and hear me out because this is for 2 or 3 carat stones. We're looking at a 340, which is larger. They were wholesaling out for $3,200 a carat. So when you, and remember, you got to apply that to 340. So we're talking about a $10,000 plus stone if you're buying it loose in the wholesale trade last week. That's the kind of elevation we've been seeing, as we should. I've always contended, I've said these words, I think we price it too cheap. I think we always have. I think it's far more of a specialty stone than we make it appear to be because our prices are so incredibly low. This is a new one today. It's got the radiant cutting, and my advice is, because a lot of people are always saying, what should I get next? Or what should I get if I don't? This is the stone to get. Because by the time it could be holiday season next year, when you see the big glossy ads, you see the huge ad campaign, because when a designer gets a hold of it, look out. Even if people aren't buying it because they can't afford it, they know about it. And it becomes that kind of that pedestal piece that's up on that pedestal that you dream about having, that you want to find a way to own, that you might save up for decades at a time. We have it here at the best price with the best quality that was mined years ago. Take a look at it because it's in white, yellow, or rose. I mean, you're even getting the specialty cut. You're choosing your favorite here. You're getting the white, the yellow, the rose. We've got this bigger, wider band on the sides. It is so not going to be, though, anything like, well, if we go $3,000 or $3,200 a carat and we're talking about the 340, do you think we could make a ring like that under $10,000? Because then you got to add the gold and the diamonds. That's not what we're doing. This is your moment here, and this is all, again, we try to keep you updated. We consider you, our TVON family, your insiders, right? Like, you got a connection in. And this is more than just a blonde girl, you know, hawking jewelry. This is about keeping you guys up to date, because there are a lot of people that watch this show that are also in the trade, that know and understand and are going, yep. And there we are, still offering, which, by the way, $10,880, I did the math, $10,880 for that stone plus gold and diamonds. How are you today? Good. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Not going to be $10,880. It's not even going to be. You know what? I'll do this. Auction it off. $1,000 to start. Let's try it. It's a 340. We could go 3,200 to start and say, we'll make a trade. Would you like a 1 carat wholesale price, or would you like a whole ring? The whole ring with the gold and the diamonds. Go $1,000. We'll make it $10 increments. I don't care what the increments are. I just need bidders. I need callers. I need bidders. We need to make this impressive, important. Did we ever hear from Cynthia? I hope that was the pendant she was looking for. I sure hope so. I think that's the 3rd or 4th time. I know she's been thinking, if it's the same Cynthia. I hope she's, if she has any questions, she'll let me know, because I think we've shown that a few times for her. So I hopefully, if you need to talk to me after the show about it, Cynthia, you know, feel free to give us a call on the dog tag if I still left you with questions. But here we go, $1,000 to get it started and no open. Well, you know, you try, you win some, you lose some, or if you're TVON on a Friday night, you lose them all. But it's okay. We're just here to offer some jewelry to a couple of you that are hanging out with us, and thank you, thank you, thank you. You know what I should do? I should take every single name and number of everybody watching tonight, send you a personal thank you note or a personal something. I don't know. I got a lot of jewelry I'm trying to move. Maybe I'll send you personal jewelry pieces of mine. Should I do that? I tell you what, guys. Should I do that? Can I do that? Is that allowed? I don't know. One time I bought a piece of jewelry, I got in trouble for somebody else, you know. I don't know. I don't know. Just, you know, hang out with us. Tell us you're here with us. I'm going to do something special. Really appreciate you guys hanging out with me on a Friday. No open, or do we have the open? You've got it? Oh, good. We have one bidder. $1,000. We got it. Let me try it on. Any gold you want, because I'm trying to think, how do we usually see our diasporas? We usually see them in white gold. But it looks really pretty in yellow. It looks really pretty in rose. Again, remember, it does change color. So if I were somehow able to snap a finger and get rid of all the light in the studio and then get UV light trained on this stone, you would see a beautiful, it's like a raspberry pink color. And so here's the deal. We have the open at 1,000. We have one bidder, and that's it. Uh-oh. That's it. I'm going to say, just my own personal opinion here, the radiant cut is the best cut to show this stone off. One more thing. I'm taking the ring, Tony. I'm going over here. I'm taking the ring with me. This stone, by the way, not always clean. usually all full of inclusions. It's got little ooh, ooh, and ooh, and ooh, and ooh, and ooh, and ooh, spots and inclusions, and icky and gross. Not this stone. It's not a stone that's automatically blessed with clarity. Some stones are, this one is not. So there is something to be said for what looks always like it looks to me like a natural fancy diamond. Every time I see one, I'm like, my first reaction is natural fancy diamond. It's so bright, it's so glittering, and you will start, if you haven't already, you're gonna see it everywhere. You're gonna see big prices on it. You're gonna see big retailers advertising it and hawking it for big money. And advertised like you would not believe. We were just there. Again, I wasn't there. I'm here with you guys. I can't go to Singapore. It's tough to do on a 2-day turnaround, right? But again, we have our buyers back. We have the newest, latest. This is what we knew. I've been telling you for years. They're pooling their millions of dollars, the family. There's one family who runs it. They're in charge of it. They're putting all their money together. They're educating. You can't really ever, this is what I do for a living. You can't ever really sell something to somebody unless they're educated as to what it is. If there is something that you can just sell by putting it up there, that's what, oh my gosh, that sounds like fun. But usually, if it's something that's more unusual or unique, or what we're talking about is stuff from the earth, mined from the earth, that changes color, that does cool things, you gotta educate, right? $1,000, do we have anybody there? Anybody thinking about a $10 increment? We're gonna leave it there. I'm gonna give it 2 minutes. And this there's almost like a little thumbprint to the sides. I love that the band's not just straight. It's got a little, what we call concavity to it. It kind of does a little dip. It looks like you set your thumb in it, but it doesn't have my thumbprint in it. But it looks like that. It's got a little bit of that beautiful concave style to the sides. You've got this larger, it looks like an hourglass meeting the stone on the sides. It is truly, I don't think I can look at another oval or even a trillion. I mean, it's all about this, all about the radiant cut. You usually see cushions or ovals. Let's give it 2 minutes, Tony. I'm ready. I'm ready to send this one out. And let me just say, this is a Friday night to be shopping, okay? I mean, if I'm gonna have 1 or 2 bidders, this is a Friday night to be shopping. Look what that does. I think this is the most attractive color we've seen yet. So now it's got my thumbprint. You like that? How ironic. Here's the back of the ring. Let's take you on a tour of it. We like to make our jewelry right. So let's take you on a tour. And if you're wondering why it's so cheap, that's on me. Blame me for trying to get a lot of people on the phone lines here this evening. But this is the side profile right here, so you can see how it's set. You know, you have to have a basket for stone, because the stone that's cut properly is going to have that culet you see there. So we've got to elevate, otherwise that's really sharp. I've had rings that have not been properly made before, not here, but elsewhere, where culet has left a scar on my hand because it raked right across my delicate skin on my finger, and it left a permanent scar. Because if you don't elevate that culet enough, you're going to have an uncomfortable fit, and it's going to be, wear that thing once and you're never going to put it on again. So we have to elevate it with that basket. And then let me show you, let me see if I can get my fingerprint off of it, then we'll show it to you again here on the hand. It is 1 final minute left till we sell it, and guess what? It looks like it might be going at $1,000. Who knew? And you're changing the gold, you're getting your size. Right now it's a size, looks like a 5.5, and it really is a stunner. And you've got that radiant cutting. See how it's showing lighter, like sage greens and a little bit of golden. You're already seeing flashes of pink here and there, like a pinky mauve tone. That's where it changes to. And here we go, last call, 39 seconds. Oh my goodness, wow. Okay, well, it's my third auction tonight in 80 minutes. And not a one, still waiting for that one to get a little activity, but it's going to be that night. Good night to shop, the discounts, the values. Who knew we could make something like this so affordable? And how about that bigger diamond weight? 20 points total, but look at the big size of the round brilliants that are exactly east and west of that stone. That is so impressive. Anybody want to go $10 more? It's not a $100 increment. I know, somebody's probably thinking right now, that must be $100. She must mean 100, right? She's got to mean $100, but there's just a zero missing. No, we're really doing $10 increments, really, truly. $10 increment, here we go. Last call, anybody want to go 1,010 or more? Heart-shaped tanzanite. That's also here, yeah? 2,000, no. Sorry, for a minute I thought maybe you meant 2,000, you don't mean $2,000. Well, I already gave it the 2-minute clock, so I know you don't mean 2 minutes because that's already done. All right, last call, 1,010, 1,020, 1,050, 2,000. We do not have 2,000. I am wishful speaking. All right, last call, you got it? Sold. That's gone. Enjoy it. Bye-bye. Well, we still have some Italian gold here, but I do want to show you, speaking of fancy cuts, here's the Asher cut. So this is my big 1240 Asher cut. Get requests in, keep them coming. We've had one. It was unsuccessful, but we're going to hope to change that track record. Here we are. Look at this 1240. Item number 7648. Happy Friday, indeed. If the values haven't made you happy yet, stick around. Here's our 1240 with 55 points in diamonds, and it's also 18 karat gold. Those are big trillions. How about that? 55 points. That's nice. You got a big diamond on each side. They really, I mean, it's just about the Asher cut here. You know what? We have the Asher, we have the heart shape, and we also have the big round. I do have a round and a pendant. We showed that earlier. We have the 27 karat pluser in a round. Here's the heart shape that leans, and I'll need a little more room, yes. And then we have a big round. And I'm going to show that to you. The round is in the bridge. So let's get back a little ways here. We can drop the graphics. I just want to show you what we have in the big sizes because they're all pretty similar. So if you like one, you might like the other. Here's what's interesting. This round, it's an 824. This Asher is a 1240. They don't look that different to me, do they? There's also going to be, of course, the heart shape is the 967. So it kind of like, we kind of go across the board here. 824, 1240, 967. That's nice. Okay. Oh, for a moment, I thought it was going to balance there, and I really think it might. I think it might if I finesse it. There we go. Finesse. Accomplished. Oh, yeah. And then, of course, there's the big pendant, which is not exactly inexpensive. I mean, I wouldn't call it inexpensive because it is my largest tanzanite, but it is a stunner. This is the 27 karat A90. The 2790 is what that is. And that has the really large, boy, wouldn't that go great with the Asher because they both have the trillion cuts? Those are trillion cuts at the compass points, north, east, south, and west, and then the double row filling that in. Very, very important pendant there. That's discounted tonight. You can just tell me what you want to do, and we'll try to make that one work. And then, of course, all three of these. So that's just a little kind of showing, because I think if I show you one and then you see one later, you might, you know, just kind of lay of the land here so you know which one is really maybe best suited for you there. The round is probably my favorite, just because it's giving me the glitter and the saturation. I like when I see a little sparkle from my tanzanite, and yet it's still got the saturation, and that's important. Here's the Asher cutting, here's the heart shape. So any of those that you like, well, the Asher is 20 grand. You know what, I'd rather see you get that 27 karat if we're gonna spend 20 grand on a piece. I'd rather see you get the 2790 than the 1240. But then we also have the heart shape, but that's knocked down. 16,000, well, that's going less than even 10. And we can do the heart shape for less than 5, and we'll actually make that less than 4. So if you want the heart shape, that's $39.99. Now here's the new one that I requested. We've had it before, but of course it's sold. That's the new one. That's the 824. That's my favorite. That also has an 824, but it's got a whopping diamond weight, 184 in the bridge. So a really outstanding piece in that round, and something about the bridge, great way to stabilize a big round like that. You can see there from that platform how it sits just really well and gives you enough width to the band that really supports the round and its halo very, very well. So those are what we have in their bigger blue wing block Ds in rings. Then we've got that big pendant, and time to get to our major blowout on a pink diamond that you will absolutely adore. The truth is I have a 27-pointer right here. It's mega, mega money. I've got a 26-pointer that's a lot less. So that's our big blue wing selection. I'm going to get to this in a little bit. I think maybe a few minutes we'll bring that round out. What do you think? 824, but 184. That's just so much more diamond weight than anything else. And here's a 20 and here's a 16 that we brought down under 4. So I'm just we're going to go wild on that one for you. If you'd like something really, really special in an 824 round, stick with me. Just wanted to make sure you understand that's what we have in the bigger tanzanite rings tonight. Here's my one and only pink diamond though, and this is the 20. Yeah, this is my favorite that we have in saturation. Besides the purple pink that we had in a cushion cut last evening, let's take a look at this up close. What do you think? And this is just, it's what's around it too. It's not just that you've got a big center stone there in 7769, but you're getting also a really, really important pink diamond and a double halo beyond that, and then just keep it rocking with white diamonds at 158 of baguettes and rounds. That means your white diamond weight is 158. Your pink diamonds, you add to that, which of course, there's your extra 52 points in the pink. So you're well over 2 carats total weight here. And everything you see from the rose to the white, that's all 18 karat and it's finished. So we'll take you on a tour of the inside. It's all finished on the interior. So you've got that great looking under gallery. And we have one. It is truly, this is maybe why I appreciate it so much after giving you again, probably 5 to 10 chances every day to get a pink diamond piece. This is the one that's unique. Everything else it seems that I have, and I have here in front of me tonight to show you, I have pink diamonds that are double halos. That means a pretty simple band on the sides, double halo, and that's that. Pink diamond in the middle. And I get it. This is a classic way to show off a pink diamond. Remember, we all read the headlines just this afternoon, just a few hours ago, about the latest news on pink diamonds. We just saw, again, today a new record was set in the diamond world. It was the highest per carat price ever. And it was, guess what, a pink diamond that fetched that $57.7 million for an 11.5 carat pink diamond. And so puts in new perspective if you want our 102 or our 109, doesn't it? But this is a 26-pointer. Double halo, but still I'll contend, even that big record setter, it was set in a very simple style. If you want to wear your center stone on a more, let's say a big platform, a lot of gold, a lot of diamonds around it, this is the only option that we have in that kind of look. So that's where I really think this one separates and really gives you, come on over, another opportunity to get something a little bit different, you know, something a little unique. 18K, solid. I want to show you on the hand here. That's really important at this point to see what I mean about not just a little wimpy band with a couple of diamonds, but we're talking about something significant. And that's what we mean. And 100% side to side. You can see even from that profile, you still see the diamonds wrapped right around. And then you have that, doesn't stop with the one halo, 2 individual pink diamond halos around your 26-point center. This is a quick one only. There is a brand new, remember at the top of the show, I told you the headline tonight is about museum pieces that have been marked down. This is one of those. I feel like we need like a special sound effect or a special like graphic, and so many places have those. I think we need to graduate to that level. Maybe we set off sirens and fireworks and there's flashes on your screen because this is that kind of value. Instead, I just got to do it with my own vocal cords, where this is the value that is going to be so ridiculously good because instead of, well, $15,000 is where it started, then it got down to $69.99. I think that's fair. But here's how we make it a real value where you can pick it up, steal it, run with it, and go. Enjoy every day that you're able to wear that ring. Because I do think that, yeah, there's a lot of diamonds, but there's something about the way they're set rather low profile, but wider across the hand that even makes this, even if you had the most simple solitaire next to it, I think this really just, it gives it so much around the pink diamond to support it. It's like you're supporting cast all the way around, right? One lead actor is great, one protagonist is great, but to have so much of a supporting cast that are adding to that overall ensemble, that's important, and that's what this ring gives you. None of our other rings really do it the same way, and it's not $69, $59, $49, and it's not even $39.99. This has become and it's not just a new low, because I think the new low, and it is, but I think by saying that it implies like there's lower to go. There's more work to be done. There's, you know, sharpening the pencil. We're going to the lowest price. It is happening right now just for you. Just for you, my few Friday people that are here, that are ready. If you've ever watched my Fridays, you know this is what happens. We have to make the most of this audience in this evening, and we're doing it right now because it's not even $39.99, and there is well over 2 carats in diamonds. So you get so much to love about this ring. And the undergallery boot, and remember, it's still 18 karat gold, so we've given you that highest premium of gold quality. We've given you impeccable diamonds. The big 1/4 carat plus is where it starts in the middle, and it's not even 39, 38, 37. People ask all the time, what do I invest in? I'm not an investment advisor. That would be weird, right? I'm not an investment advisor. But I'm lucky enough to be showing you things that they're going up in value. And if you need a fact or like a verification of that, head over to your local, like your news stories. Or do you ever, like people, I read news on my digital devices, my phone, right? All day long. It's how I stay up to date. Don't have time to turn on TV, you read it on your phone. You're going to see in your news stories right now, one of the top stories from just a few hours ago, the news broke about a new record setter in it happened to be a pink diamond, but it's the new highest per carat price. So if there is something to be said, and I get it, large diamonds are very expensive, but they're all expensive when they're pink diamonds, and they're getting more expensive by the day. And if you want to have one, and hey, the price is already lower than it's ever been, but it's not staying there. This is how you make it yours. This is how you get something really special. This is how you go bold and wear it. Don't just say, I'm going to lock it up in a safe. Throw the key. Wear it. You're not going to hurt it. All diamonds, all hard, durable to the 10 on the Mohs scale. It's the top grading on the Mohs scale. You can't get anything more durable than gems. It's right here. So wear it and enjoy it and love it. And don't even pay $3,799. Take a look at it. We've got one. Let's blow it out. It is on its way. It's got to be. It's the best value I can bring you. It is $3,699. That's the lowest price we can ever drop that ring to. It's giveaway night here. And we are having a little adoption event, and it's called Adopt a Museum Piece. That's what that is. And you've got all the beautiful extras to go with it. You've got your 26 in just the center, then the 26 in the double halos. That's just how we separate it out. The pink diamonds are so important. We have to really qualify those individually, but then you have all this extra diamond weight around it as well. And that's $3,699, and we'll give it 30 seconds. And if that's staying here, you already know where it's going. Take one guess as to where that's going tonight, because this is where we're seeing it all the time. And you can look back at the history, the record books of auction houses and what they've seen on fancy colored diamonds in big sizes. You can look at everyone's pricing worldwide. Not that there's a lot of them out there. You got to go more specific to find natural fancy pink diamonds, but there it is. And we're bringing it to you here, and you don't have to leave your home. You just sit back and have it delivered right to your doorstep. Open it up, and there arrives your pink diamond, your over quarter carat stunning pink diamond. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of questions about that round tansy. It's here, it's a coming. Let me know who's got this one. I'm gonna try it on one more time, because if that's still here, I haven't done my job fully or thoroughly. So here it is on the hand. Take a look. I got a long finger, I got a big hand. Look at how big that ring is. So yeah, you gotta like a bigger ring on this one. It's got that wider side to side. I'm actually gonna pull out the ruler here. I'll measure it for you so you can see exactly how wide, just in case you're curious and you're not sure. But that is, look at that, 3/4 of an inch top to bottom. That's the widest point. Of course, it's going to narrow and taper along the sides here, as you see, in either direction. So really, really well done. And look at how even when it's turned completely to the profile view, you still have all of those diamonds wrapping around the sides. So you see diamonds from every angle. The coolest, and that's $36.99. Okay, so coming up, while talking about the round. So I bring out the round. Here we go. This is it. Paired up just a moment ago with the heart shape and the Asher. This is still, I think, out of also, and did you guys agree with me on that? I think that out of the three, this was also the most saturated. I think, yeah, when you see them all together like we did earlier, I think you saw that. That's the standout. That's the star. And that is also our big round. And guess what we've got? Item number 8256. Well, it's our 824. And that's an 8-carat 24 center. And it's also 184 in diamond weight. So there's a lot going on around it, starting with that big halo, framing it to perfection. This great bridge design. I mean, when you see the glow that stone is casting onto the diamonds underneath, that's a wow piece. And it's going to be a quick opportunity. Now, there's a problem, though. We talked about the $20,000 for the Asher. We got the heart shape down to, what was it, 5? Or did we go down to 4? So we got it down to 4. Okay. And that's only a few points larger than this one, but the heart shape doesn't have the diamond weight. Remember, the heart shape that I showed you has like a carat in diamonds. This has 184. So you're almost doubling up on diamonds here. We're ready to get it at home. This is how we do it. And I know you guys are here for value. No, let me correct that. You're here for extra value. You want me to go absolutely bonkers. That's what we're going to do. There's only one way to do that, because I'm looking on this back. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'll show it to you up close. But it's $99.99. That's what I'm supposed to get here tonight on that ring. The ring, the item number, the new one. We've done it before, but we just made another one by popular demand. So instead of that $99.99, well, I'm thinking we had a little something extra going on here. Extra savings, extra value, get you everything you want in a round stone. That bright, again, that's what I like about a round. They're lively. If you're getting that really top saturation still, but you're managing to get sparkle, isn't that better? Like a tonal. There's still the red flash, but there's still that brilliance, and it looks kind of like diamonds inside, like stars in the sky, like starry night against a backdrop of a beautiful midnight sky. That's what this is, but then unexpected reds coming at you. Beautiful blues and purples, really, really rich. It's the best in the world, so you would expect that. I'm going to put on the auction block. We're not even starting at $5,000. That's where it's half. We've got the heart shape with a lesser diamond weight, not the color. This is the round with the color, with the extra diamonds, and it's not even going to be half this price. I got to auction it off, otherwise it's $99.99. Or we make something up as we go. We let you price it yourself. It's not $5, it's not even $45. Let's start at $4. I got a better idea. Let's not, I've been through enough auctions today. We got to do something wild. We have an hour and 20 minutes left. I'm not starting at $4,000. This is an $824. It's a mega stone. It's a huge bridge. We custom make this. I know you see bridge mountings all the time. This is not that. Those are for 1 carat stones. This is the 824 and it's a round. So this is all custom made for this very gem. You don't just have this sitting around in a vault somewhere and drop the stone in. It's all customized. 39, 38, 37, 36. Let's make it $3,500 to start. And then we go up in $25 increments on this one, and that's $184 in diamond weight. Solid every which way you look. We didn't leave anything uncovered or unturned here. You've got a just really spectacular piece, and my pink diamond is still here if you want that one. And then we got a crazy cool wheel after this, but right now it's about the 824. And the fact that it looks this good on the hand, you definitely want to size up. I'm a size 6, this is a size 6, and it don't fit. And I can fit on a 5 on my finger when I try. But this is really, again, it's the same width all the way around. There's back to that gold weight, heavy gold weight, bigger gold weight. So you got to go up a half a size on this one if you want it to fit like normal. So keep that in mind. Just an extra, we size, so no big deal there. But that's where, man, look at that stone. Get lost in the color, and it doesn't matter. I can move it all the way. You know how when we show a stone, usually from the profile direction, it gets a lot lighter? It looks like another stone entirely, like sometimes a light blue aqua or a light blue sapphire. Look what's happening on this stone. Not one change in the overall saturation of that gem, no matter what direction. Now, if it's looking a little extra sparkle there, that's because you're seeing the diamonds through it. That is that double row. You see this double row here down the middle that runs all the way through and through? That's what you're seeing when you move the stone. We did not, you don't see any kind of variation of the color, but you see the brilliance right through the set. Look at that. It's like the whole stone is just one big, it looks like a diamond exploding within the stone, but you never ever lose the saturation. It is mesmerizing. You talk about a piece that really shows off the stone well. We have the stone showing off the diamonds well because you can see the diamonds through the stone, and it's $3,500 to open, and we don't have an open as of yet. So I'll give it 60 seconds and then we'll see where we go. That'll count for any delays, and then we'll move right along. The heart shape, I don't think has the same color. I mean, I'm being brutally honest here just because they were all up together and I think we all have eyes and saw it, right? The heart shape doesn't have, it's similar, but not quite the same. And the heart shape's a tiny bit bigger, but not as much diamond weight. So here we are, 3,500 looking for that open, and that's gonna be the time to jump on the round here because the rounds are always tough. We know these blue wing black tees are bright, and we have that limited quantity. It came in nearly 4 years ago. December, it was the very, very tail end of 2018. And now that collection is rapidly, well, it's been declining for 4 years because every day one goes out the door. That's one less that we have. Here's your chance right now to pick it up. No open at 35. We keep on moving. It's wheel time. We got all these museum pieces that have to find a home, and it's going to be zircons and Marilani mints and sapphires and even a couple others for you here. Hold on, I'm selecting. That's one I'm not going to include on the wheel. All right, coming up, let's go. That one is here if you'd like it. Now, coming up, here's where I'm going to start. And I may just leave this all on by itself because there's something wild going on here. And you know what? I'll give you the discount, but I want to make sure we see these really well. So before I just zoom the camera back and start adding pieces to like a true wheel, let me just give you a look at this 1370 up close, because that's a 3-carat pink zircon, and then you've got 2 tones of this gold to the diamond mounting, and that's a split shank at the base, and then this wraparound design of really big diamonds. That is pink zircon 3-carat. Then we have a 112 diamond weight, and I'm just going to keep dropping this price till it goes. Call me early if you like it. Well, better yet, it's from a wheel. Wait a minute. I have a great idea. Do you ever have that light bulb moment, that light bulb where it just goes off in your brain and you think it's a great idea and then maybe later you go, okay, maybe not so much. I'm going to try something. This is the start of a wheel. I have a couple of other pieces, actually 3 others that we're going to go together with this. I have a great idea. It's a wheel where everything was supposed to be reduced to just $29.99. Instead, I'm going to do something different. We're going to show the pieces individually, one by one by one by one. Just so you know, there's a sapphire, a Marilani mint garnet, the pink zircon you see, and a fabulous color change diaspora. Those are the pieces you're going to see. So this is the only zircon. And what I'm going to do is a little different. This is supposed to be a wheel, and you know what happens on wheels, right? If it's a wheel price, it's a tremendous discount. That's why we put them together, usually show 4 or 5 at a time. Then they go down to that price and you get your pick. Well, this is going to be a little different. Pretend it's a wheel. I'll actually show you everything you're going to see, and then we're going to do things a little differently. I don't know. It's a live show. Been doing it a long time. Let's see what we can do here. I got a lot. Look at that. That's a diaspora. Then we have the Marilani mint, kind of like the Marilani mint signet ring, kind of looks like a signet style, and then we have the unheated sapphire. Blue sapphire, pink zircon, Marilani mint garnet, and a diaspora. So these will be coming up here, but because they're so important, I think it's better if we actually put them up with graphics one by one. But this is what you're going to have an option to do. Now, Tony, if I was just presenting them as a wheel, they're all supposed to be discounted and all supposed to go out because they did start at, I don't have a single one here that's under $11,000 to start. That's where they were listed. I'm supposed to get them out for $39.99 a piece tonight on a wheel. So that usually means stop right there, no other reductions, that's it, can't take a penny off. I'm not going to make them $39.99. I just want you to know these 4 are coming up. I'm starting, though, with the pink zircon. Now, if you're wondering, what on earth is she doing? Watch this. I have a $39.99 piece. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm putting it on the auction block. You're not going to start at $39.99. I'm going to see who's out there right here, right now, and we're going to start at a different price. And I'm going to do this with each of the 4 rings individually, from the zircon to the Marilani mint to the unheated royal blue sapphire to the museum diaspora. And we're going to do a literal, it's going to be, okay, this is going to be wild. I've never done this before, so bear with me. We're going to give everything a 2-minute clock auction. And guess where we're going to start? I think $3,800 was where we should start. Remember I did that the other day? I had a wheel. They were $38.88. I ended up auctioning them at $3,800, and guess what? We got them out the door. It was a difference of $88. It made the difference. It takes you out to dinner when you get the ring. I'm not starting at $38, and I'm going to give each one. Tony, do we have a 3-minute clock? I'm just asking, because I know there's that little extra delay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start on each of these rings at a lower price. It's going to be a lot lower. Call early. If you like the pink zircon, call now. I'm not going to make them $3,800 open. They're a $39.99 deal. You're saving $200 off a wheel price that's not supposed to be reduced. I'm not starting at $38 or $35 or $3,000. I'm not going to start at $25. I'm not going to start at $2,000 either. We're going to give each piece a 3-minute clock. And that's that. And at the end of the clock, wherever we're at. So this is what I would do. And we're, notice how I went 35.3, 25.2, and that number hasn't changed? Tony knows I've lost it. I'm not even starting at $2,000. I'm not starting at 19, 18, 17, 16. I'm starting at $1,500. Let's go. 3 minutes. We sell it in 3 minutes. Top bidder. Who's it going to be? Come on in. And that I'm going to do for all 4 of the rings. The Marilani, after this, will be the Marilani. Then we'll do it with the diaspora. Then we'll do it with that royal blue sapphire. Are you okay? Are you being overwhelmed by that skunk smell? Because it's really bad up here. Oh my goodness. I feel like I'm going to pass out. Wow. All right. I know, just the glamorous image you need when you're shopping for your fine jewelry. And it's any increment you want. And we have no open, and I've never tried this before, and I don't think I'll be doing it again because we have 2 minutes and 26 seconds until we sell it. Whatever you want to do. It's a $39.99 ring. Let's try it on, and it's literally 2 minutes away. Now, if I don't get the open, what do? I take it home. It's my tip for the night. It's my gift. Oh, no, okay, no, all right, no, it's not. But take a look. There it is on the hand, and it's 15. Do you have an open? Nope. Okay. Well, thought it'd be a fun way to save you a bunch right now, saving you a lot of money. A lot of money. $2,500 to save right now off a wheel price. But I feel like we just needed to look at each one individually, see it for what it is, get all those graphics, get all that detail, get the 112 in diamonds, get the 3-carat pink zircon, get it all together. That's going to be any gold you want too. You don't have to leave it in there. This is not going to work. Okay. Well, could I not do it if I don't get the open on the first one? If I don't sell the first one, do I have to go through it with all 3? I do? Okay. We'll go, well, I don't know, making my own rules here. All right, no open. Okay, well, $39.99 on a wheel. You'll see it tomorrow. Probably have to redo that wheel for $39.99. What do you want to see next? The Marilani Mint? Let's go with the Marilani Mint. Let's go with that one. We've got 8085 coming up next after this minute concludes, and it's yours for the taking. We're looking for 15 just to update you where we are here. It's any increment you want, by the way. We're just at this point concerned with getting the open. We're looking for $1,500. That's what we're looking for. These are truly, if you missed it, this is all the jewelry. I'm going to show you 4 pieces from a $39.99 discount wheel. Should we just go back to the wheel and put them up? And you guys weren't listening to me anyways, right? You won't care. We'll just do $39. I'm looking for $1,500 to get it started. If we get the open, we have to sell it. Then we'll bring you out the other ones. The Marilani, the color change diaspora, the really, really, really stunning blue sapphire. They're all still to come. But let's take a look at this real quick because we still have 35 seconds and no open. Oh, that's my best ring off the wheel, I think, for a value like that. Okay, let's do the Marilani Mint. It's a carat of 5. This was on our show when I introduced Marilani Mints maybe a month ago or so. This was on the show for $42.99. So let's get you a better deal here. We'll try it real quick. We got 8085 coming up, and this one, why big lean? That's not working. Oh my goodness. Well, take a look at the Marilani Mint here. This is item number 8085. You're still getting a carat of 5 in this rare color changing Tanzanian garnet. You've got a minty color that is bright and neon to start, but it changes to red. When you get that into UV light, if you can expose that stone to nothing but UV light, it goes straight up red. It's item number 8085. It's a really big 105 Marilani Mint oval. It's kind of built like what we see in signet rings, where it kind of comes up to that platform, makes that plateau across the way, 24 points in diamonds. It's a $39.99 piece. Everything on the wheel was supposed to be $39.99. I can always put them all 4 up there if that makes you more comfortable too. We can do that, but I really want you to see the details. And how about this? $1,500 to start, and a 2-minute clock's probably enough. 2-minute clock to get it started, and we'll go from there. And you can try your hand at an auction where I'm going to tell you right now there's not a lot of competition for you. So it's a really great time to jump in, and that is supposed to be $39.99, and that's why, because it's that 1 carat plus. Here's your beautiful inside to the undergal. You can see all completely except for the right directly behind the culet of the stone. Here's what it looks like on. So really just kind of a cash, easy way to wear it. $1,500. We got 1:45 to get this one not just started, but actually completed. So that's just a quick little rapid fire, just quick little auction deal because it is supposed to be $39.99 on a wheel. Then we'll do the blue sapphire after this, give each one a shot here, and then we'll have that color changing diaspora that it's the museum stone. We had a color change diaspora earlier, already gone. We have the museum stone that's already purple red. So a little different color play on that one, but still out of that Turkish mine. So $1,500, no open on the Marilani either. All right, so we're moving along from there in just about a minute, and we'll see if anybody does want to get this one started. You still got a chance to do that. I'm a little nervous about the sapphire because I'm looking at the original price on the sapphire. It's a $69.99 sapphire coming up next. That one is probably what everyone's waiting on. You saw a glimpse of it. That's coming up. Wait till you see what we're going to do because it's going to be the same thing. Same thing. You may want to get a jump start on that sapphire in the signature mounting and unheated though. It's unheated. And that's why it was $69.99. Let's get to it. No open on the Marilani Mint at $1,500. We're moving along. Here is, well, this is the most expensive of the batch. Let me get you started with this one with a little update. $39.99 was the best discount of all the 4 pieces on the wheel. Remember they started as a wheel. I'm supposed to get $39.99. I had a feeling, and I was right, because at $39.99, I didn't think that would necessarily be enough of a discount to move them out tonight. Well, now they're on the auction block, and it's a 2-minute auction, and we're going to do the same thing with this sapphire. It starts at $69.99. How many times? I've got a record of 7 times on the air. Most rings here at TVON, you know, they used to say when I entered the business many years ago, they used to say, and this never applied to the fine jewelry world, this is a little different, but those big stores that you see on TV, they've been doing it for 35 years, they would always say that on average, someone needs to see something 7 times before they buy it. I am hoping that that applies to this ring. But I am knowing that this is going to do it with this ring because, and that's probably why they're so repetitive, right? You got to see something over and over and over and over, right? And then you're convinced. This is the 7th time this has been on the air. It's a $7,000 ring. It is an unheated. A lot of times with these royal blues, they have heat treatment because in order to get a more vibrant cobalt royal blue, as opposed to the lighter shades, it's got to have some help. So you got to heat it. This stone is the royal blue naturally. Is it getting too dark? You're going to be the judge. I don't think so because it's bright and crisp and clean. This is the most expensive ring from the wheel that at $39.99 is a song. Instead, I'm going to do the same thing right now. It's item number 6015. You know it, 7 times now on the air. Carat 18 oval royal blue unheated, and it's got a 101 diamond weight. So that is why you put all that together, change the gold if you want to. You've got a $69.99 ring. And all of that, yeah, okay, I can't really. This is $39.99. I mean, right? We couldn't possibly. This has got to stay at $39.99 wheel price, don't you think? All of these really, really rare exotics, and look at the finishing all through the inside. You're changing the gold if you want to. That great pave side detailing, that big halo, that stunning royal blue. Well, it started at $69.99. It's supposed to be $39.99. I'm putting it on the auction block for $1,500 to start with 2 minutes to sell it. It's 2 minutes, not to get the open, to sell it straight outright. And that is a $1,500 open. And we'll probably have that $69.99 was up there. And then that $39.99 was up there. But now $1,500 to get it started. And let me try it on. It looks tiny, but let's see if I can put that on the hand for you. Oh my goodness, it's not gonna fit. I can only do a 4 here. But that's gonna be any size you need, any gold color you want. Let's see if we've got the open here. Do we have 15? You got it? All right, so we've got $1,500. Remember, it's selling in 1:45. This is not the start. We've got the start. So this is the open at 15. We've got it. Now we're looking for any increment you want to do. And a final 1:35 left. So now it's time to go, to roll, to get everybody in. Here we go, and last call, and you already know that you can change the gold color. We're going to size it, so none of that's an issue. But to think that that regal, royal, excellent, high-end, elevated color is actually unheated, and I don't know if we can add that because I know it's a pretty busy graphic already, but it is unheated. Let's see who we've got. Anybody else on this one? Let me know, operators. Just yell out your increments because I have a feeling this one's already got 3 people on the phone lines, and so that we might have some more bids coming in because we got a lot of people talking about it. So here we are, last call. It ends in 1:10. Oh, good. Thought maybe the clock was stopped for a minute. Ends in 1:05 now. Guys, we have a last call to get it in. If you've got a bid, you have to tell us now. You got to start dialing because that's going to be sold and done in 58 seconds. Got to let us know. Get those bids in now. We're going to do that with the museum color change dies for coming up. It already looks purple. That's how good it is. So we'll see that coming up on the way. Let's see if we've got anybody else. It doesn't look like it. I think they must have been making a request or on something else because they bowed out. So all those bidders I thought might be coming into play are actually not. We've only got the open at 15. So last call, and just yell it out, operators, and then we'll go back and forth if we have to here at the end because we've got 15. We're looking for an increment. Make it a strong increment if you want to play a little strategy, right? If you want to maybe, play a little strategy with your competition, they're at 15. Maybe you want to bid 16, 17, 18. Maybe you want to bid 3,000, right? It was supposed to be $39.99 tonight on a wheel. That's a fact. And here we are at $1,500 and selling it in 9 seconds. Going once at 15. Going twice at 15. 3 times, the clock hit 0. That is sold. Bye-bye. Congratulations. I like white. I like white with the blues like that. And then here's my diaspora. 5761 is the museum diaspora. That almost like where it normally starts kind of green, golden. This is a purple stone already. So it's our museum 5761 311 collection grade cushion cut diaspora. Now that is stunning. And it has big yellow diamonds on the sides, and that's a 5-pointer on each side. That's cool too. Of course. Uh-oh, she's like, you're taking away my ruby because of what I'm doing, aren't you? She's like, they're taking my jewelry away. I think they are going to make me sell my soul instead, which I've already been doing. But I can go into my purse. We can sell hairspray. We can sell compact mirrors. We can sell my wallet. Maybe not the contents, but the wallet. We could. They're taking away my jewelry as we speak. They're like, take the jewelry from her. What she's doing is not allowed. This is a one only 311, and it has those diamonds. And you know what? Yellow gold now, but you can always change it. I would recommend leaving that as it is if I were you. But we have just, well, you know, there's this one. Let's do it. $39.99 or $1,500 to open. It's my last one, though. It's my last one. My last one. Promise. Promise. This is the final one of the 4. So my last one, 15 to open, any increment you want, fire up the 2-minute clock, and again, no open yet. So you're open to come on in, but it's 2 minutes from start to finish, truly and literally, which is barely enough time to, I know, even get everyone in, but that's what's happening. Look at how stunning this is. It's downright purple. So it's like it's on its way. It's like ready to go red, but it starts at that color there. You can see there's that green, kind of if you look at the middle of the stone, you see how it starts a little more, there's a little green in there, but it's mostly purple blues, kind of like a, you know what it is? Plum color. Like the plum that you would, you know, eat as a snack, right? That ripe, beautiful, juicy plum. That's kind of the color it's at now. And then it changes to red. And then look at this. Hold on, we got to move. I got to show you. I got to show you on the hand too. It's a 5. So let me also put that here on my pinky for you. And that's going to be, well, we're looking, we got 1:20. Don't have it open yet, just to keep everybody updated where we are. We don't have 1,500 yet. We're looking for 15. We only have the one. So if we've got the open, we'll play it out until the minute 10 clock expires. That's how this is going. And boy, that's a stone that just, I think right now at this point you're paying for one of those yellow diamonds, maybe. Maybe one. Do we have the open? Not yet. You do have it? Oh, we got it. 1,500. Virginia, you're on something else? Okay. Antonio, something else? Oh, good. He or she is really working that phone tonight, right? Is it the same person over and over and over and over? Antonio, feel free to take their number down and give it to me after the show. I'm up all night. I have all night to chat, but I can't do it right now. We got an hour left on the air. But all night, I can call you. I'll call you back. We can talk all night until I got to come on the air at 10 a.m. tomorrow. All right, so here we go. 1,500. We got the open and no more? Okay. Uh-oh. This was really, well, the good news is, guys, setting records, we have lost more money in the last 10 minutes than I think I have in 6 years here. That's saying something. Okay. Slight exaggeration because I've lost a lot of money here. But that's really good. And that's done? You got it. Sold. All right. So our 2-minute clock is gone. So that's gone to our open. And then you know what? Do we need to, did everyone have some, you know, a little time to think about this 8-carat 24? We got the 824 right here. 824, fabulous. Didn't get that open, 35, all right? So also, if you were interested in that big ruby, they took it away. So if you want the heart-shaped 2-carat ruby to come out, let me know. And then we'll see if we can work out a negotiation to bring that back out. They're like, you can't play with that one. That one's serious. Oh, and you know what else we have is that rare necklace. I don't know if you guys missed this. It's only been on one time. But we have this beautiful diamond cut paperclip chain necklace. I want to show it to you here. I've only got a couple left. I have 3 left in white, 2 left in rose, and 2 left in yellow. So I just want to show this really quickly because this is something we have just really had a blast showing you necklaces that are all diamond cut or, well, I'll say this, they're all made in Italy. We've had different varieties of bangles, earrings. We started with the hoops. They sold out first day. Then we had some really fabulous bangles. They're sold out. Then we had some really cool necklaces. And I'm going to show you one of each here because I have all 3 in very limited quantities left. It's 8254. This is the Made in Italy. It's a paperclip, which, say what you will, it's the hottest chain going, and I don't think it's going to be like a trend where we're over it in a couple of years. I think this is really, it is a status link. There's always going to be a popularity to link styles in general when we talk about link jewelry, whether it's a curb or a marine link or really any of them, right? Just a matter of which one you like. But there's something also about If they get too oversized or chunky, I think that they may be, for a couple of reasons, not your everyday wear. But by the way, it just turned top of the hour, so welcome to our show. Happy Friday to you. Glad you're with us tonight. This is a network called TVON. I'm a person named Lauren Blair, and we've got 58 minutes left to give away jewelry. And we've been doing it for 2 hours and 2 minutes, and so we've got 58 minutes more. And if there's anything you want to see, please feel free to let me know. But we have this made in Italy chain. It is a necklace. It is what so many of you have begged me to bring, because sometimes in all my efforts to make necklaces just how you want them, still I've been getting a lot of requests for longer. So this is that 22-inch overall chain, but the beauty of it is, because then there's going to be those people that say, I want a 16, I want an 18, or somebody's going to say, I want a choker length, or I'm buying it for my younger daughter who's actually going to wear a 16-inch or a 15-inch. Well, guess what? This is adjustable. The lobster claw is going to allow you to utilize those links that go all the way around as your clasp. So you are not bound by any restrictions on the minimum length. All you have is a maximum length of 22 inches. So feel free to adjust it. You can even turn it around and make it a lariat style where you clasp it here and have an extra length going down here, whatever you want to do. But this is amazing. Made in Italy. That's why we're limited. Otherwise, you could just reel chain off of a barrel and snip it and cut it and have as many as you want. That's how typical gold chains work. But when you're asking for the best gold workmanship in the world, in my opinion, is in Italy. And I'm somebody who loves things from Italy. I marvel at Italian automobiles every day. I marvel at Italian clothing every day. And you do see the difference. For people who say, who would ever spend $8,500 on a jacket? You then see it or feel it or put it on and realize, oh, I get it now. That is a little different than that $50 jacket at the mall. It's a difference, right? Why do Italian automobiles cost $200,000, $300,000, $400,000? You know it when you're in one. From everything to how the knobs work, to the beautiful wood carvings, to how the door closes and the sound it makes. I contend that if you're going, yeah, $8,600 for a jacket, $200,000 for a car, what about a necklace though? That you'll probably get more use out of than the jacket or the car combined, because that car you're not driving every day. That's not doing your 50-mile commute sitting in traffic for 3 hours. It's not. Bad idea. It's not going to be, the $8,600 jacket is not the one you're wearing to work every day or schlepping to the grocery store. But this chain, whether you're in the fanciest of cars, go into a big, big black tie event, or if you are schlepping it in sweats, you're wearing your Italian gold. It's wearable. I love that flag. I feel like that's even bigger than our normal flags. I love it. It is. It's that workmanship and detail, but it's lightweight, it's comfortable. You can wear it a myriad of ways. You're choosing white, yellow, or rose. We have all three. It's a great gift idea. Who couldn't wear it? Ageless, any age, any style, from the dressiest to the most casual, wherever you fall in that spectrum. It's our last look at it, because I have a feeling they're going to fly out of here tonight. And it's 22 inches, so let me grab one here. I'm going to show you, well, my rose gold is handy here. So let me grab the rose gold here and show you what I mean by adjustable, because this is, your clasp is here, so you can see that larger lobster claw that you have, but that's going to be great for my 22-inch girls. But here's what we can do. You can shorten it. And do you realize this does not have diamonds, but it sure looks like it's got that same equivalent sparkle? This is all made in Italy. There's a little, I don't know if you saw the little plaque here. There's a little oval plaque here that's all mirror finished. That is engraved with, as Italian jewelry is, it's engraved with that Italian hallmark. So you know it's 14K solid, but it's light. So here's what you could also do. I'll maneuver it a little bit for you. There's the white and the yellow up close, so you can just see the detail. But this is what I love too. You could either shorten it and make it a little shorter, or you could put that length, that extra length in the front, and you could actually have a lariat style. You can really play with it, kind of maneuver it how you wish. You'll see it on my neckline here coming up as well. This is just so popular. And we're seeing something that, yeah, paper clips are usually, they have to be kind of a faux or a plating, because otherwise they get too expensive. We're giving you solid gold. Diamond cut. An elevated way to do this link that seems to be like taking over the world, isn't it? And you've got fine jewelry made in the best place I think you can ask for when it comes to making gold. And you know what? It's not even $1,000 for a 22-inch length of gold, with all this gorgeous diamond cutting that really allows it to give it that subtle sparkle, that beautiful detail, and it's not going to be $9.99 or $8.99. This is such a winning piece, and all you have to do is dial in. Let us know how many you need in the white, the yellow, the rose. Great for gifting as well, because I get more questions about this. As somebody who's done this a long time, and I've sold every natural gem and diamond under the sun, I still get that question every day. Bring us solid gold. Bring us gold. Just bring us the everyday. I'm not wearing my big mandarin garnet every day, or my big ruby, or my big Paraiba, but I wear my gold every day. I know I'm the same boat. You see me up here, guys, and I don't wear all of my jewelry up here because I'm trying your jewelry, but I'm wearing my signet ring and my croissant ring and my quatrefoil necklace and my hoop earrings in gold. That's what I live in. And you know why also I wear it is because it's not going to detract from what we're offering you on the show in all the color and all the diamonds and all the styles. And so this is your chance to get in on that gold, and let me know if you'd like one, because it's $7.99 a necklace and that's it. And you can't. Please look around at what some of the gold pieces out there are doing, because that is not the price tags you see on solid gold at all, no matter where it's made. Most of it is not made in Italy, by the way. It's getting tougher and tougher and tougher and tougher. You've heard of just even getting things from one place to another are a bit more costly. Just bringing my brother, he works on cars recreationally. He's working, Tony, right now. He just acquired a new British car. You know, very Bond style, right? I've been there, done that. It was the best car I ever owned. I've had every exotic under the sun, but I got to tell you, he had an issue, because you can't just, you know, go online and buy some old part, right? You got to have the factory parts from Great Britain. And he was finding that the parts were expensive, but yeah, it was getting the parts from there to here in Los Angeles that was even more expensive than the parts themselves. So yeah, there's that, right? So he was like setting up P.O. boxes in Great Britain. He was talking to the all this stuff to get the parts to try and avoid, because right now, just even the fact of like the process of getting something from one place to another is so costly. This is why you see a lot of gold that's, you know, made somewhere else. Because just getting a piece, we're in the U.S., right? Most of everyone I'm talking to right now is in the U.S. of A. And this is where it's tough to even, it's costly to do that, just to bring things over. You're paying import taxes and duties, and it really is part of why pieces from specialty areas of the world like this that are doing some really cool things are so costly, right? Then there's just the actual gold prices of today, the commodity that it is, the workmanship, all of that. So to get something like this that's 22 inches for $7.99, I think is pretty good. So last look at it, and then we'll give you a final 30 seconds. And how we doing? Oh, okay. Oh, how beautiful. Lovely, because of the July birthstone. Am I right on that? I feel like I'm right on that. So are you going to let me bring that back out? Okay. Is it too late already, or do we have time? Is she with us? Here's what I'm going to do. 10 seconds left. Oh my. See, so many of you were like me where jewelry means something, right? I always like a piece that means something. Let's go to it. They just brought me back the ruby, heart shape. And let me make sure my wheel is okay. We mentioned this earlier. We kind of, I guess in the TV business, you'd call it a tease. This was truly taken away because of the prices I've been doing tonight. Because it's a very, very valuable stone. As we look at this ruby, 3-stone style, we have never had anything like this, just number one. And this is a major stone. 8332 is coming up. This is wild. It's a heart shape. And we talked about this earlier when I flashed it, but for those of you that were joining us a little later in the show, as so many people do, on the Friday evenings, here's what's happening. This is first of all, 18 karat gold, solid 18 karat yellow gold, but you get a 201 heart shape ruby there. It is the clean, bright, because I make a big deal about this, and I'm so sorry if, you know, the explanations are really something that are redundant for some of you, but there are a lot of people I find with rubies, since we don't see them all that often, that don't understand the difference between ruby, 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 ruby. Because every source is different, every color is different, every clarity individually on the stone is different, and now we're talking about the rare and exotic cut that you could not get many places, while still retaining a bigger size. This is a 201. Then there are some really high-end heart-shaped yellow diamonds. They're over a quarter carat a piece. 51 points is your total. So figure they're about 25.5 points each on the heart-shaped yellows. That's not easy either. We don't see a lot of heart-shaped yellows. So to get everything in this package deal, this 3-stone style, is really impressive. But hear me out, because this is what I need you to understand about rubies. We know that there's a challenge getting those bigger sizes because of the chromium content to the stones. We know that there's a challenge in heart shapes, or quite frankly, anything but oval, the ABO deal, because anything but oval is challenging because of the way the crystal structure grows. Don't have that problem with a lot of stones. Ruby is different. So for those of you sitting going, you know what, I don't think I've seen a heart shape, or I don't know if I've seen a heart shape that's 2 carats 01, those are very correct observations, because that's tough to do. And we have one here, and the fact that the ruby inspired the setting. It was the ruby heart shape that inspired us to hunt for 2 perfect matched yellow diamonds that were also heart shapes. And they're all right here in a 3-stone ring. And it's 18 karat solid gold. And it's literally, well, did you already mention this to anybody, that it's $28,456 on my bag, which I'm not shy about showing you. I will do something crazy. This was literally taken away from me a few minutes ago, because you see what I've been doing, right? This could have been saved for another day, like, oh, I don't know, 48 hours, not even 48 hours, just Sunday, when we have a little more audience and there's maybe, again, a little more appetite for high-end museum pieces. Well, you're here and you deserve high-end museum pieces as well. But it's also Friday, and 28,000, I don't have anybody screaming, sold! So here we go. Don't you love that? Sold! I gotta have it! I'm auctioning it off. And I know I'm not supposed to do that. And I know I wasn't supposed to do that all night, but look what we've been doing. It's the way we've been getting the pieces out the door. And yes, we're losing just inordinate amounts of money, but that's okay, because they're going. They're getting out to you. And if anybody would like to start this piece with a 2 carat, they're 20,000 a carat on the low end, out of Burma. And what you don't usually get with a ruby is any clarity whatsoever, any glow. They're usually opaque. That's not the case with this stone. It's over 2 carats. We gave it 18 karat gold. We gave it really, really important heart shapes that really deserve to be on a ring center stone all by themselves. They're added. They're accessories to the ruby. I'm going to start an auction, and we're going to start awfully low. This is what I love to do, because I know better and you know better. And we have all been exposed to enough jewelry before to know that this is going to raise some eyebrows. We're not starting at 20, 15, 10. I know what I'm up against. I've had museum pieces starting at 15 with 1 bid. And good, it got them out the door. Great, that's what I told you 2 hours and 15 minutes ago. We're gonna move jewelry. Well, we're moving the big brand new piece as well. Take a look at this. It's not 10, it's not 9. Wait, do you remember when we did the 2 carat wheel and they were all, what were they, 85? 8,500 for, I had a collection of every 2 carat we had, and they were 8,500. Remember that? We could start at 8,500. None of those were heart shapes, by the way. Look at this facing up to the lens of the camera. Look at that, the glow of that ruby. Let's move it all the way to the side so you can really appreciate those yellow diamonds, because they are stark, they are bright. These are not just some faded, lackluster pastel yellow diamond. Those are good. 9,000, 8,000, 7,000. Should we start even lower than that? We have to, we really do. And I'm not starting at 8,000 or 7,000 or even $6,000. This is a 2 carat I could not sell. And we did loose gemstone shows, and I had loose rubies, and there was no 2 carat heart shape ever for this price. Loose, here's what it looks like on the hand. This is the most simple, elegant style I think you could really ask for. When I talk about, well, it's not simple is not the right word, because it's got 3 big heart-shaped stones that are rare, but in the sense of 3 stones. Nothing else, straightforward. What about the significance of the heart shape? For me, I love a heart shape, especially in a ruby, because I'm not one for heart shapes, but when I think of rubies, I think of my mom and my brother and my peanut, and they're all July birthstones. They're all July birthdays, which means they have a July ruby birthstone. So that is why I love a ruby, and that's why I would love a heart shape, even though, because that's the significance of, again, their birthstones. But then we've got April there in the yellow diamonds, and we're not starting at $6,000 either. Let's do something you will never see again. We'll start at 50, but we just do this, even Steven, $5,000 to start. And we may have the open, I don't know, we're gonna find out in about 60 seconds. $5,000 to get it going. I feel like we have to do like a $2,000 increment, but that would be weird. Let's even go to just a quick $50 increment. It is up to you. Let me know if you want to get this one going. It's truly let the giveaways continue. We've got the open at $5,000, and we don't need that clock. This really is just about taking it in. For the rarity, the experience, the beauty, the significance, I think that it would be very difficult to wear this and not have some meaning or significance built into it. I think that's really what this ring is all about. I mean, it's just hard to resist when it's not just the one heart shape that's glowing and that is, I always think, the appropriate color for a heart shape. I love a heart-shaped tanzanite, but when I see a heart-shaped ruby or pink sapphire, that just seems to make sense, right? Pinks and reds, I don't know. It just seems to make a lot of sense. And then to have the yellow diamonds in the heart shapes as well. So impressive there. And I have to let everybody in on where we're at here because we do actually have the open. We do have the open. And right now, that's got to be less than we were thinking, right? Yeah. But right now, that was still in, the objective here was still to get a lot of people the opportunity to own this ruby. I don't have another heart-shaped ruby. I certainly don't have another 2-carat heart-shaped ruby. I don't have anything that's 2 carats much in that clarity and that glow. And when you do come around, you see them on the show periodically. There will be 2-carat rubies. They are really close to 10 grand, if not over $10,000. Just depends on how much diamond weight is with it. We have upgraded your diamonds. We've given you huge heart shapes. They're fancy yellows. We're at 5,000. We have one bidder. It's the open, and that's it. So here's what we'll do. We'll give it a final 2-minute clock. It is yours for the taking, but we need more callers at this point if we're going to get anywhere near cost on it, because there's just, again, and I don't like to say cost with rubies because there's been so much happening with the sanctions and the, you know, major importation issues with this stone, given that the U.S. is not working well with Myanmar for the last several decades. There's been a lot of political upheaval. There's been a lot of weird things going on in that part of the world. So the lucky part for us is that we have these stones. They weren't acquired yesterday. They weren't acquired in the last couple of years during sanctions. We would be in jail if that were the case. Although, I mean, I could go to jail for a lot of reasons tonight, but importing rubies is not one of them. This was in our vault. This has been in our vault for over, let me tell you, it's been over a decade. Came out to play, take a look. We're going to give it 2 minutes on this one, and then it's done. I'll make the competition light, because the faster we go, if we stay on it for 40 minutes, we'll probably eventually get 3, 4, 5 different bidders. But if we just move it along, you've got a much better way to get yourself a value, and lesser competition means a better value for you. And a 3-stone style, we just don't see those very often, do we? So your 3-stone style, and look at it really, because the idea and objective is to make sure that they really go across the hand as you wear it. That is just, but to really see it here, just to appreciate, it's a little yellow diamond appreciation look here, to really see that stone as bright as it is, then that stunning ruby, then go over to the other side, and I'll get a little different grip on it, and then you see that yellow diamond as well, how bright and how matched to perfection it is. And $5,000 still remains the bid here on the table, and no competition yet. Still got 1 minute and 5 seconds to figure that all out. And so here we go. And then what else? Oh, the white diamond ring's coming out to play. I'm bringing out the white diamond, certified, and everything. Here it is one more time on the hand. Grade 3 stone. This, I'm thinking gift, 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 gift. Holiday time, right? Whatever you celebrate. Maybe there's a big anniversary coming up, a wedding anniversary. Oh my goodness. The wedding anniversary, beautiful piece. Because you know what 3-stone styles have always signified? Past, present, future, always. Usually it was De Beers telling us to buy 3 diamonds in a ring. That was always the traditional way. But 3 stones marking the past, the present, and the future. And maybe that's the 2 hearts that come together. Maybe it's going to signify that beautiful love for family. 3 maybe is a significant number for you. This is really just a wild, different, unique ring. And no other bidders thus far. The last call on the clock is happening. Have the open at 5. It looks like there's a big congratulations happening. And also, with all my love, we send this out to you. Thank you so much. That is sold. Let's get to a white diamond. So on a more traditional front, white diamonds are oftentimes gifts of love as well. And look what we have here. It's a mighty fine, mighty large 7484 item number. This is my only ladies ring with a 1-carat diamond, and it happens to be a 101-carat diamond, and that is a certified stone too, because it's one thing to bring you a diamond. It's another thing, just like the fancy colors, to have a cert to go with the diamond. Thank you again so much, and again, sending my love. And love the sentiment there. And I'll tell you what we'll do on 7484. It's 18 karat solid gold. It's a 101 diamond. That's just the center. Then you get 105 in diamonds beside it. That's a classic double halo, certainly keeping that one classic. Here's the cert, because you probably want to know a little more about it. That is the point of having a cert. You've got your diamond graded in every which way a diamond can be graded. Cushion modified brilliant. It's a 5 by 6.3. 101 is the carat weight. H color, VS2. Well, is this not the most important? Three little, I would say 3 little letters, but there's 2 letters and a number, because let's go over here. Clarity, color. Well, it's an H color, and it's a VS2. Let's go over and look where an H lands. H is at that upper echelon of near colorless. VS2 is in that upper range. I mean, these two, by the way, the top flawless and internally flawless, you're not going to see those very often. They're out there, but they're not something that Mother Nature does very often. This is your VS, and you know that from seeing our accent stones when they're VS, how important that is. But when you actually look at a 101, there's your clarity characteristic diagram front and back. Here's your proportional side view here. And then back to a few other notes here, the additional grading information. These are less important, certainly, than what's up here, but important nonetheless. Excellent polish, very good symmetry, and a blue fluorescence. So about 30% of diamonds in this world have blue fluorescence. It just means there's boron in the stone. And you would not know that unless it's got UV light right on top of it. Yes? Don't make me cry. Don't do it. I already wanted to cry earlier. Do not make me do it again. Okay. So thank you. Means a lot. I tell you, so many important pieces that I've been involved with in my career that just makes me happy when I put my head on the pillow every now and then, just to think that, to be a part of these special pieces that means so much to all of you is meaning a lot to me. But here we are. And this really, traditionally, we think of diamond rings. We think about getting engaged. We think about making a commitment and an agreement to spend our life together forever with somebody else, right? And that's what this could be. Or it could be something else. Could be just, I like diamonds. Let's take a look at it on the hand and you decide. Then I'll just pop it on that left hand ring finger and you decide. But what a beautiful way to get 2 carats of 6 in diamonds, double halo, look at that cushion cut, and remember VS2, so there's nothing to see but sparkle, even if you're up close and personal, and it comes with the cert you saw, and so that pertains to that center stone right there, and all of that, we're putting it on a discount, it was $19,999. Please take a gander as to where diamonds are today in 1 carat VS GIA certified. The biggest trick, when I walk people to the wholesale district, when it's like a friend of my brother's or, you know, a cousin, because I'm thinking of recent history where my brother's best friend's getting engaged and who do they call? Or your cousin, my cousin's getting engaged, who do they call? Because they know that retail is, you're going to spend mightily on a diamond, right? And you're not going to get as much. And a diamond is a diamond is a diamond, right? Well, this is really the best way to back it up because there are diamonds with other certs, but they're a lot more lenient on their grading policies. So that's why when it comes to white diamonds, the only cert that really, really, really matters is GIA. We have that for you right here. So before you go out and say, well, I have to go spend $200,000 to get a good diamond, or I have to spend $20,000, the answer is you do not, but you do need to know somebody. And that person's got to be trustworthy and reputable and have the documentation to back it up. We are that source. It's not often, which is why this is so exciting right now, is because we don't have many 1 carat diamonds here. It's happening right now. It's not even 10,000. It's not 9,000. It's not 8. This is really a deal. I was in the wholesale district literally 2 weeks ago because if my friend or cousin does not want a cushion cut 101 GIA certified in a double halo, this is TVON. I can bring them tanzanites, rubies, anything all day long. I can't get you white diamonds at TVON. So when all of my friends come to me and say, you're in the jewelry business, right? Isn't that what you do all day long? We don't do white diamonds very often. So I go hand in hand with a friend or a cousin or a relative, and we go downtown and I work my magic there with my, again, dealers and colleagues who I work with all the time, who I know have the best. And we help them get a deal, save a lot of money. This is rare. So if you are that person and you'd like, maybe you're not in Los Angeles, maybe you're not in New York City where you don't have access to local diamond districts that can get you a wholesale deal, this is the way to go about it. It's right here. If you want a cushion cut, they're hot. They're hot. Take a look. 101, not $8,000, not $7,000. This is, I've had a number of 1 carat diamonds in my history here. I've not had a 1 carat diamond price like this. It is no longer $69.99 either. This is just value straight up. It's one only. This is my only white diamond for a lady that I have that is 1 carat plus in size, and it's not even $69.99. The first caller is taking it. And we wish we had 100 versions. I would love to do all diamond nights where I do a show every week that's all white diamonds. They're all the different cuts. They're all certified, but I don't have that ability because there aren't values to be had. There aren't deals right now. And a deal right now, because I was going to finish that thought 2 weeks ago, in the wholesale district, they wanted a 1 carat round brilliant in a band. Best deal I could get on a GIA certified stone was $13,000. So what did they end up doing? They got a non-certified stone. That's okay. I still graded it for them. It's a diamond. I was able to give them the clarity grading and the color grading, but they spent more than this. And that was a solitaire with no 105 double halo. It was just a solitaire round brilliant in a knife edge band. What most people get engaged with, a solitaire 1 carat round. This is not $69.99. First caller tonight. It's going a whole nother level. $5,999 only, and it's solid 18 karat gold. And you have never seen a 1 carat certified diamond on this show for a price like that. And to get another 105 beside it is really just putting that icing on the proverbial cake. So you got it all going on there. $59.99, 1 caller, 1 minute. And then we've got a half an hour left to get a lot of jewelry. And if you have requests, continue, or maybe give us those requests if you got one. Got a major fire opal coming up. I think you'll like that. And then a really neat museum wheel and even a pink diamond that's a 34-pointer. That'll be good too. So $59.99, one more time on the hand, 1 carat, and this is where you resell too. This is where you're like, there's these sites that people that buy your old diamond jewelry or your diamond bands or just buy your gold, right? Yeah, wonder what they be thinking for a 101 certified VS2 white diamond like that. What a beauty. And it doesn't mean it needs to be engagement ring. White diamond rings do not always need to be worn right here. They can be worn here, or on the right hand, right? Right hand, you could do that too. So $59.99. Any questions on that? Thoughts? Considerations? It's a lot of diamond weight for $59.99. Okay, coming up, fire opal on the way. My biggest one though, it's my large fire opal. This is like out of the museum vault, 8382. Coming up right now. Look at that. Now this kind of looks like a ruby at first glance. Most fire opals would never, ever, ever be a doppelganger for a ruby. This one is because it's that best quality. They're usually yellowy orange. They're kind of like a light yellow. They can be a little hazy or dingy. This is a bright, beautiful, gleaming red orange, if anything. It's more red than it even is orange. It's a really powerful stone. It's 8382. It's a 5 carat on the button, and it's got 39 points in diamonds. And it looks good, doesn't it? You've got this trillion shape of pave rounds that goes along the sides here, and then you've got that big centerpiece. I mean, tell me if this doesn't look rich. When you see this, like pretend I just walked into the room. Let's pretend we're at I don't know, where do we like to hang out? I hang out here. Where do we like to hang out? Restaurant? Party? What, like imagine I walk in the room, and I'm wearing this sparkly blue suit, and I'm wearing that as a little pop, contrast, because that could go with any. I could be wearing the most drab color. I could be wearing bright neons. I could be wearing anything. That's going to pop. Why not wear that with it? What do you think that is? It just looks important. Some stones just do. They have like this aura about them, right? Some people have it, Sometimes it's a stone that has this power, this energy, this aura. And that's really, some people just vibrate a little differently, vibrate a little higher, right? And then sometimes it doesn't work with everybody else. That's kind of the energy of the stone. It really plays as an important stone. You know it when you see it, even if you don't know what it is or don't know the first thing about it. But it's special. And we see fire opals fairly often, and we just don't see many that go 5 carats. But when you saw it, and forgive me, it's a 5, so it's going to take me a second to finagle this off. But it's a really beautiful 5 carat stone that ends up looking like a 10. And that's why it was important to see it on, because it It does what opals do. They look double what they weigh at least. So you've got that special look, that glow about it that looks kind of like if ever there were a way. Hear me out on this. What do you think? Have you seen coral, like Mediterranean opaque coral, which is an organic gem that's harvested from the depths of the ocean? But it's opaque. It's either a light color or a dark color, but it is, no matter what, it's opaque. You can't see through it. If you ever imagined or liked the idea of a coral, like a Mediterranean fine coral, but you didn't want opacity, you wanted a translucency to it or a transparency to it, this is the stone I recommend. You need a top quality fire opal in your collection. This is that stone. We're going to blow it out, take a look at it. We only have one. It's a 5 carat. We have not seen anything like this in a while. Fire opals, yes. Big 5 carats, no. It's a real, well, let's just blow it out. First caller, it's a $39.99 piece. I've got my lowest bright red price right here, $34.99. There's the ring. It's only opaque in the photograph. $34.99. That's where I'm taking it even lower. That's a $500 off for Friday. But I've been taking more than $500 off everything tonight, and yet we're going to do something a little different for you beyond even $34 or $3,000 or even $2,000. This is my largest fire opal, not even $19.99. First caller, give us a call. And by the way, this would still qualify as a birthstone for the month of October, which we're in right now. So think about it. Happy birthday, October birthdays. This would qualify. You guys are lucky. You have all these opals to choose from, and you have the entire tourmaline family. I think October birthdays are the most spoiled, rotten when it comes to birthstones, right? Because you get all these choices and color choices and types of stones, but this also belongs to an opal family. So sure enough, it could qualify as your birthstone. And you know what? It's not 19, 18, 17. Let's get going. Let's get it a home. It's so pretty. It's got to go. We know that much. Let's make it even better than $17.77 or $16.99 or even $15.99. Blowout time. I'll make it $14.99 first caller on the fire opal, and it brings the fire for sure. That's a good one. Hi, Wendy. Which one? You got it. Congratulations. That's gone. Any gold too on that one. And then a reminder, I also, well, here's an opal. An emerald. We got an emerald coming up. The opal is done. Ooh, how pretty. Now, Virginia, if you need a fire opal, we can always see if there's something similar that we can bring out for you. Well, hi. Thank you so much. Hi, Wendy. Wendy, were you shopping tonight or were you shopping and received it already? Let me know. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you got it. Wonderful. Well, appreciate you right back, and keep hoping that the summertime and the fall weather holds out for you in Minnesota. She's told me famously that she's in Minnesota, and so obviously it gets cold, and she said, I leave my flip-flops on and extend that summertime as long as I can until it snows. She calls it toes till it snows. And I like that. And as someone who's never really been in snow ever, except for maybe one time, it was a little dusting. I don't know if it really counts. You know, my mom gets snow once a year. Once a year in Las Vegas, she will get snow. She's up by the mountains too. So she's like not on the Strip. She doesn't live in one of the hotels. People always think you live in a hotel when you say they live in Las Vegas. There's a lot of areas in Vegas besides the Strip. And she lives up near the mountains, the Red Rock Mountains. And so they get cold in the winter. And that's true, Tony. I guess that qualifies. That would be Lake Arrowhead back in 1985, circa 1985. But this is my Colombian emerald, 1 carat 26 on the round Colombian. And it's a carat 03 in diamonds, spinning and twirling and floraling around it. Floraling, I'm not sure if that's a word, but 8351 is the number on this one, and it's a very special piece. So Wendy, take care. I hope that snow holds off. Hope that sandal weather continues for a little bit. Actually, that's not true. My mom's probably saying right now, we once drove cross country together with 2 dogs and a minivan that was rented. And I'd never driven a minivan before, and so yeah, can you even imagine it? And we drove through snow for a few hours when we left our hotel in the morning, and the local news in Arkansas, of all places, said, whatever you do, unless you have an 18-wheeler and you are really experienced, like a professional truck driver, do not get on the roads today. But we had a deadline. I had a job to do in California, and so we had a deadline, and we had no time to dawdle. So she said, no, we're getting in the car, and we're getting in that rented minivan, and we're driving through the snow. And I did not think I would survive it. And I obviously did. And the funny part was when we left in that morning, my mom, of course, she was in her flip-flops, Wendy, in the snow. And being that we are, Southern California people, yeah, we used a Pringles can to try and get the frost off the windshield. So she's out in her flip-flops. I'm holding two Chihuahuas, about to drive in bad weather, and she's trying to get the ice off the windshield with a Pringles can. So yeah, we clearly looked like we weren't from around those parts. Anyway, here we are with our 126, 103. First caller on this one. It's brand new here. Did you want a fire opal, by the way, Virginia, or no? You didn't miss out on that last one, because you know how I am. I like to try and let me just run back there and see if we have something similar, because you never know if we do, but they're probably just calling it something else. Good. All right, so here we go. This is the emerald, round as it is, beautiful, bright. Watch this, and it's a big stone. We don't see a lot of round emeralds, so to still have that round cut but then get 126 in size maintained is pretty impressive. Got it on the hand here for you, and we're just going to make sure it is a crazy discount. Let me put it back in. Let's maybe hold on. There it is. All that look, all that design. Gotta love this, almost like oversized floral, right? The glow of that stone is really impressive. Watch this. It's no longer $59.99. Not my first discount, not my last. We still have 23 minutes. Watch what we can do to make this one happen. First caller, $2,499 instead of $6,000. That would be any gold you want, but as you can probably tell, there's not a lot of gold showing. It looks like, yeah, it is snow diamonds. Ooh, now that's a storm I'd like to be in. When it's snowing diamonds, I'll be all for that. That's a beautiful way to do it, though, to get that leafy-like kind of surrounding for your round. Beautiful, beautiful piece. And wonderful. I'm so glad you got it and love it. Thank you for being with us. That's wonderful. And it's 36 degrees there in Minnesota, and she's still in her sandals. Good for her. Tougher than I, but I've heard that about those Midwesterners. Very good. Hi, Wendy. Thanks for shopping with us. Nice to have you with us on this Friday. Also, speaking of sentimental pieces, I have a rare design for here. We've seen this out in designers and boutiques, but haven't had this often at TVON. But it's significant in its own right. This is a real must-have if you want to get somebody something special for them to wear along their neckline. It's called the Journey pendant traditionally, and it's item number 0470. It's 47 points in diamonds that we, of course, are going to do. Bigger individual diamonds here, starting with the smaller at the bail and then getting larger, graduating up in size as they go down to the base of the pendant here. Any gold you want, and white, yellow, or rose gold. How stunning is this to get all those bigger diamonds? And then it's the journey. Because, right, is it the destination or is it the journey? It really is. Sometimes it's a little bit of both. Sometimes it's not maybe what you anticipated it would be, but this is kind of significant of the journey, the ups and downs, the twists and turns of life that some may be planned, some may be not, but appreciating all of it and realizing that it leads to our destiny in a way. And I'll tell you, this is really pretty to give. Maybe somebody who is going through a new chapter or a new phase in life, this can be that significant piece to give to somebody else. If you'd like to kind of recognize that journey of life or that new career path, or maybe it's off to college or off to college again or whatever it is, or maybe it's the journey of a new marriage or a new a family starting or whatever it is, that really is kind of like, where are we on this journey? And the beautiful significance of every day, but almost like you're taking all those bigger diamonds that sometimes so often go horizontally along the neckline, and this time you're giving it that north to south, which looks so incredible. And it's 1 inch top to bottom. I'll show it on my neckline coming up after this, so you can give another sense of the size, but all bigger stones. So you're getting 47, but they're only what, 3, 6, 7 stones there? Maybe that could even be your lucky number. 7 is so often a lucky number for people. So take a look at it just from a distance here so you can see it from that direction and give you an idea of the size. You can see those are not just small little accents either. They've got some serious presence to them, so that you're not wearing something that is not going to go unnoticed, right? It's beautifully bold. It has that subtle curve, could be kind of that subtle S curve we love to see, but it's so affordable, and this is how we do it. Almost a ½ carat, really done just so right in those VS sparkling diamonds. And sure enough, you're gonna take the white, the yellow, or the rose. That's up to you, and we're making it less than $9.99 with those 7 larger individual stones. Love that they get up to really significant. I mean, we're probably close to 1/5 of a carat there at the base. And then, of course, just that gradual differential in the size there. How about this? $9.99 is too much. That I know. Even no matter how big those diamonds are, we've got something special, and I love it since it's been forever since we've seen it on the air. Really exciting to bring that to you. And how about a better value? Treat somebody you love. I mean, we're thinking holidays already. It's that time of year when we start to think ahead to some of those different opportunities. And you know what? It's not even going to be $9.99. We'll cut it in half. We'll make it $499 if you'd like it in any gold you wish. That is just beautiful. Bigger diamond material going north to south on the neckline. You slide your chain right through. The bail is the length of the first 2 diamonds essentially. So that gives you plenty of space, even if you want to do a diamonds by the yard. Even if you have our bezel set diamond chains that you'd like to add or create something with it, you can do that. Please do. It really is perfect for that. And you know, if you like to go a little more dainty, that certainly works as well. But at least you have the option to go a little more bold with your chain or a little smaller, whatever works for you. But to get it for $499. We had the Paw Ring today earlier tonight on the show. If you need to see that, still have our big 1 carat 01 diamond piece as well. There's a lot of great pieces still here for you tonight. So any questions you have, we had our infinity figure 8 ring. There was a band style. We had that incredible opal. I'll show you a couple pieces that are remaining, especially the ones that were here so much earlier tonight. Want to make sure you get a chance to pick those up as well. And we even brought out the dog tags. So if you needed any questions answered on that, we're here to help. We'll get into a quick recap for our last couple of minutes of the show. And don't forget about that big pink zircon also, that beautiful 3 carat pink zircon round we had. So much diamond weight to go around with it. There's our journey style. Those are classics. Welcome to our show, to our brand new shoppers. Getting a list of names of new shoppers here tonight. Thank you all. And let's show you what's left on the show, because here's where we got to get, it's crunch time and we got to go. So we've got a new show coming up tomorrow, meaning like new jewelry, things you haven't seen tonight. And that'll, of course, starts in about 10 or 12 hours. But let's take a look at this round, and then I'm going to show you the opal, the blue zircon, and we're going to give you a little bracelet opportunity. If you missed it, it was the white and yellow diamonds together in tennis bracelet style. And this is how we're going to just put them together. And then let me know if you need any questions answered on these, or if you missed them, if you missed the full presentations earlier. There's that stunning opal. So far, everything up here on the wheel is under $3,700. And then we'll continue that trend because I have this gorgeous blue zircon. Remember, this was the 587. 587 bright blue. That is such an electrifying type of color. It's really like that electric blue, otherwise known as like a Windex blue color there. Then you've got the big tanzanite. We had that one. Well, that was one, you know, it sounds like I think we got everything else in our auction started but that tanzanite. So if you want to keep that in mind, we may have to show that up close one more time. But that was an 842 round. Blue wing, just perfect. I mean, the epitome of blue wing block tea saturated color. That one's here in the bridge. We have this incredible opal pear shape. Here is the blue zircon. And then I want to show you the bracelet. I'm going to try to wrap this a few times. This is the tennis bracelet that has yellow and white diamonds together. Did you see it? Tell you what, end of the night is here. We have 15 minutes left. If you want to just snag this for your collection, and you can change the gold if you want to, because right now it's all in yellow. If you want to switch it, do all white. If you want to go two-tone, maybe your yellow diamond set in yellow and your white and white, well, guess what? This bracelet is going on down. I'll leave it right there in front. We'll kind of corral all these rings with this bracelet. If you'd like the bracelet, I'll just give it away right now for $29.99. So yes, everything on this wheel is under $3,700. But the truth is, this is $29.99 for the bracelet option, which that doesn't make a lot of sense. $36.99. The blue zircon is only $19.99 for that huge size in that stone, nearly 6 carats. And then this opal, that's the $36.99. And here is our tanzanite, still awaiting a $3,500 open. How can we help you? I'm sorry, say it again? Okay. At first I thought you said mold. And I was like, not sure there's a mold rating on, okay, so Mohs, M-O-H-S. It's called the Mohs scale. And you're talking about color changing dyes for, right? It's about a 7, 7.5. So again, what we always recommend if you ever need some help with anything really on hardness, because we always say there are softer stones out there. Some collectible stones are very soft. And what that means is you don't really have enough durability for everyday wearability. And so we always I'll always alert you when that's the case. Like if it's a 5 or a 6, then you have to be a little more careful. But with gems that we consider 7 or greater on the Mohs scale, anything that's a 7, 7.5, 8, 9, 10, that's the highest, they're all wearable every day as far as durability. And a diaspora, color changing or otherwise, they are about a 7 on the Mohs, 7, 7.5. So no problem to wear it every day. So good question. And we can always answer those questions on any given thing that you need. Obviously up here, we've got diamonds, which are a 10. We've got the beautiful zircon and the tanzanite. Sure, let me know if you have any questions on this wheel. I don't want to crowd the wheel too much, although you know what would look fantastic with that round tanzanite ring would be this. Speaking of crowding the wheel, that's my 27 karat 90 round blue wing block D. It's a pendant. It's quite a looker. And we'd love to know if you want that piece at home, call me now. I know it's not inexpensive because it's a nearly 28 karat tanzanite. It has, what was the total diamond weight there? It was 235 on the rounds, 124 on the trillions. So we're talking about a total of like 359 just in the diamond weight there. I mean, think about that. And then you get the 2790 tanzanite. Wow. A quick look at it on the neckline too, just for a size reference. Wow, wow, wow. That's the blue wing block D. That's something special right there. So that's going to be, we're looking at $20,000, $19,999. But obviously that's a little bit of some of the more important piece we've ever brought to you in our entire collection. So call us and talk to us about that one. That's a really beautiful white gold now. You can obviously use, it's all symmetrical, so you're going to use any part of this round as your bail. So it really just kind of depends on your chain style and size, where you're going to put the chain through. But let's go back to our wheel. Look at our recaps there. That's just nice little vision there. Vision of that beautiful oversized pendant. And so how about this? We've got the tansy. We've got the blue zircon, 5 karat, 87. This is the opal. That's down to $36.99. Now, if we take these down, and remember the bracelet is only $2,999. I'm just getting that at home. And you're getting $215 in the yellows, 93 points in the white diamonds, a total of $308. $308 is your diamond bracelet carat weight, and it's under $1,000 a carat, even when you're getting 5 just light half carat stones there in the yellows. That's impressive, right? Let's move that aside. Let's move this aside. Let's move the opal. Oh, that opal is beautiful. Now this is the tanzanite. Have a couple of you talking about it right here and now. Tell you what, if this helps, 8256 is the number. That's the number. It's that 824 blue wing block D round. It has the bridge setting customized for this very stone, which is 184 in additional diamonds. Looking fantastic. Do you know, earlier tonight I had this up, kid you not, with a 1240 blue wing Asher. I had it up with a 967 heart shape, and guess what? This was the darkest saturation of all 3. So it is the looker of the stones tonight. We were looking for $3,500 to open. We still are. It would be a very tiny increment, as you can well see, if we do get that started, but I think that's really, before we go in 11 minutes time, don't you think this is the tanzanite that should go? And do you if you were with me earlier, you remember we had the 1240, that was the Asher. That got a little lighter through the center. And then we had the heart shape, which was the 9 karat 67. Wasn't quite on the same level as this round. And this is still a big size, but you're getting so much of this customization around it. You're getting so much detail around the bridge, through, under, around. The halo is huge. I mean, you've got a really important stone here, and 35 if you'd like to get it started. We'll give it a final look. It's going to be 60 seconds on this piece. White gold, yellow gold, or rose gold also. Call us on the Journey pendant. Call us on the diamond bracelet. Anything else we can show you before we go in 10 minutes, we'd love to do that. We have the Italian gold here in a diamond cut paper clip link chain. That was fabulous. We have our white diamond as well. My goodness, the certified white diamond, that's got to go. Certified 101 white diamond. Oh, and we have a pink diamond too. It's a VS2. That was the thing. We had a purple pink last night, and so many of you wanted a VS quality. We have a VS quality, 34 pointer, even larger. We'll show that to you as well. Last call on the show. We're back in 12 hours, but there's a whole new lineup. There's an incredible 3 hours tomorrow morning and Sunday morning, but there's a lot of different pieces. And so it's the night to get in on these items here right now, because that's what we've been showing you for the last 3 hours, wanting to get everything It's Fabulous Forever home here before we go. And obviously these values tonight are something special. That is my favorite round. All right, here's the pink I was telling you about. Now this is a VS diamond and it's got the cert to back it up. So it's item number 8019. Haven't seen it yet tonight, just giving you a look at it. 18 karat solid to start. And that'll be 34 points on the VS stone. Then you also have, well, look at this, 103 in diamonds. Usually there's not as much of that white diamond weight, even when we do a double halo, but this is a function of really large stones. Now, when we look at the cert, because I know that's important, thank you. Here's what we're gonna do. This is the cert for the oval center. Oval brilliant, 3.5 by 5.3, 34 point, very light pink, VS2 quality, and yep, no fluorescence on the pink. Here is your front and back viewpoint of the clarity characteristics. And then of course up top, your clarity scale and your colored diamond scale for the other colors besides the yellows. So nothing on this side except the hologram. This is the cert. VS2 is very important in a pink diamond. And we've got a major blowout for you right here and now. Last call on this one. This is your time to get in. It's the end of our Friday. Give us a call and let us know what you're thinking about, even if it's even the 27 karat 90 blue wing. But this is the chance now to pick up this oval. And there's something about ovals that no matter how big or small, they end up looking bigger, don't they? Have you noticed that? The Carat 09 did it. We've had some back a while ago. We had a half carat that did that too. This 34 pointer is looking all day like a half carat stone from that size perspective. And a big part of that is how we've set it. Bigger halo. 103 is not a diamond weight we typically see around our pink diamonds unless it's a 1 carat plus. And of course it was today. Think of how cool this is. You heard the headlines earlier. You heard me talk about a 57.7 million. Let's try to wrap our heads around that. $57.7 million. $57.7 million. That was a few hours ago a new record-setting price per carat on a diamond. It was a pink diamond. Hong Kong auction. Here is our 34 pointer. It's not 57.7 million. It's not 57,000 and it's not 5,700. I know not everybody can get a $57.7 million pink diamond, but isn't it nice to have a stone that is of that level? Because the small stones are rare, the big stones are rare. All pink diamonds are rare. Remember when we talk about white diamonds? The white diamond small stones aren't rare. White diamonds aren't really that rare. When you start getting big sizes and great flawless quality, sure. But pink diamonds, no matter how big or small, they're rare. And we have this one with the cert from GIA. So you know, you got the backup, you got the literature that tells you it is natural through and through. It tells you the clarity grading. It wouldn't even be possible to get you a clarity grading unless it's of a certain size. This has 103 in VS diamonds to go with it, and it's not 5,700. It's not even 5,000. It is $49.99 tonight for one caller. Get the collectible, and it's really tough to go over a third of a carat, and this one does. We know our 10 pointers are valuable and our 15 pointers are valuable, but every time they go up another notch, they get an exponential price increase. And now we've got a 34 pointer down below, and we have collectors who know. And you know how we know they know? Because every time we have a pink diamond, they're going and they're going and they're going. And then when you get a collector who gets one and they get it at home and they say, give me everything else you have, that's when you know our prices are too low. So if you are new to the pink diamond world, or you've seen them elsewhere and you're thinking, yeah, that's in my dreams, this is where we can make it reality, right? It's truly a reality. This is so little to spend, and I never, ever, 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 ever disrespect the price tags, because $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, that's a lot to spend on a piece of jewelry. You know, there's a lot of jewelry out there that's $15, right? And really, again, it's all about giving options to the masses. This is not something that's even available to the masses in any way, shape, or form. This extra level of rarity you have added, this is added value. This is your instant, like, take this stone with the ring, with the cert to your appraiser, get this one certified by, meaning like appraised. Appraisals and certs are different. This has no actual dollar amount on it. That's not GIA's job. GIA are the experts and they're the authority. They're like the professor, right? There's other people that talk about cost and replacement values and insurance values and all of that good stuff, which you're more than welcome and encouraged to do if you so choose. But this is a value when you get 34 points in a pink diamond. And that's why we've got them. And that's why we've got them very, very quickly. You see them going out the door and going out the door, and we can't replenish because of the prices they are. This is why you take them while they're here. We have not been able, and do you know that I just mentioned this earlier, we had buyers come back from Singapore. They were at a big trade show for the last couple of weeks. And guess how many fancy pink diamonds they came back with? Obviously, it's easy to guess. If we had any, you'd be seeing brand new ones here on the show. And let me tell you this, I'll give you a little insight. I have blue diamonds coming. I have blue diamonds to show you in the next coming weeks. There, I said it, wasn't supposed to say it, but I have blue diamonds. But I don't have any new pink diamonds. The pink diamonds are in demand. They are in, and probably after tonight's news of that auction that happened a few hours ago, they're more in demand. Take a look at our $49.99 34-pointer certified VS2 stone. It's waiting. The poor diamond thinks something's wrong with it. How could it be here? That's my fault, pink diamond. I'm sorry. You know, it's so stunningly pretty and rare and really wearable and beautiful, and we've added so many diamonds, and we give you the cert, and you didn't have to send it away and have the stone deset from the mounting and be without your stone for months on end, because certs don't actually happen overnight. It's a process. You're without your stone for a while. You're shipping it through the mail. That's always scary. You know, it's like that's where we did it for you. It's done. It's done. The cert is here. The value is there. It's $49.99, and all you can do is try it. And think about adding this to your collection. We've had so many accent stones tonight in pink diamonds. Those have been a fun, you know, kind of option to bring you. But here is your big collector status stone. So if you have any questions on what you've seen, you see our clock there. That is unfortunately counting down to the last few minutes of the show here. We are going to be back in 12 short hours, so don't panic if you're a real shopper, okay? We're back in 12 short hours to bring you another 3 hours of great jewelry and some very special. Remember, early on, I'm going to have those 2 Brazilian Paraibas. I have 2 more, and that's it. I had 1 last night. It was gone literally before I priced it. So we have 2 more Brazilian Paraibas. They are on tomorrow's show. They will not last till Sunday. And they're both going to be on together because they're pretty similar. So I want you to be able to choose your favorite. They're very reasonable for what Brazilian Paraibas are. And we don't even see Paraibas from Brazil as often as we see fancy diamonds. So it's rare. So make sure you join me in the beginning parts of the show tomorrow if you want to see those 2 last Brazilian Paraibas. We just had 1 on Thursday. I have 2 more coming. They're early on tomorrow. So giving you a heads up and a little extra special hint. So you know when to be here so you don't miss out. And we also have, oh gosh, we have so much jewelry. That's going to be like 30 seconds of our Saturday. And then we've got 3 hours of incredible jewelry. So I want to thank you for spending a little bit of time with us here on this Friday evening. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. If I don't get to see you, I hope we will. I hope we'll get to spend time together tomorrow and also Sunday. Remember, it's a morning show out here on the West Coast. It's an afternoon show for those of you on the East Coast. So just basically set your alarm for 12 hours from now, okay? 10 a.m. Pacific, noon Central Time, 1 p.m. Eastern. We'll bring you 3 hours of incredible jewelry and great values and maybe even a crazy auction or 2 and who knows what else. So make sure and join us. I know we'll have 2 Brazilian Paraibas, and that's very special. They're an entirely different color than any of the Africana materials, so we're excited about that. So thanks again for being with us. Have a great rest of your weekend. Don't forget, hey, it's holiday weekend too, right? Oh, yeah, it is. It's a holiday. Yeah. So we're all taking Monday off. No, we don't do that. So, yeah, did you know that? Yeah, it's a holiday weekend. So, yes, hope that if you are on the go, be safe, travel safe, and be well and get to your destination safely. And we'll see you guys on the go. Remember, if you are on the go and you want to check us out, TVON.com, Facebook, TVON's Facebook page. Check us out there. You can even watch us on the go so you don't miss any items. But call us if you have any questions on anything you saw tonight. Our phone number is there. We'll be answering those phone lines here in the next couple of minutes after we go off the air. So feel free. Give us a call. We'll help you out. Thanks again. Happy Friday. Joining us at the club. Hope you had a good time. I know I did. And we'll see you back in 12 hours. That's it. 12 hours. We got more shopping to do all weekend long. I'm Lauren Blair. Have a great rest of your night and see you in a bit.